What you saw from that normal replay of that last bit of action was Juan Fernandez actually wanting to take Ampia's pass to Jaworski.
We're crossing the twilight zone.
That's an eternity of basketball ahead of us.
An Eternity of Basketball is part of the Globally Ballin Network. And as part of the Globally Ballin Network, we have some sister shows. One of them is Who the Heck Are We? Their guest is Patrick Edrozo, the man behind
Hoop Junkie.
Hoop Junkie. So check that out. Most popular episodes namin sa YouTube. Bernie Fabiosa, numero uno. Abby King, Mon, Philip, Francis, all the way down to Kuya Manny Paner. Which one is your favorite? Keep checking us out on YouTube. Original articles, audio and video projects. All the social media and the shows on the Globally Ballin Network can be found on globallyballin.com. Also, check out the Twitter page of Globally Ballin because we are broadcast live on the Twitter page of Globally Ballin already now. Follow us on social media. Linktree/Globally Ballin is the link you need for all of that. Okay, ako po si Charlie Cuna once again, together with Noel Zarate and Sid Ventura. We are in uniform sa araw na ito on episode 155, a Friday edition of An Eternity of Basketball. So bumiyernes kami sa linggong ito. Because our guest is available today, not tomorrow. So we have him now and we will introduce him. Very popular. You all know him. You saw him in commercials when he was very young and then TV and the movies later on, but during his basketball career. But he played for the Eagles, played for the Archers for a bit, became a Ginebra King. And then for a while became a Tanduay Ram maker towards the end. Ram master pala, towards the end of his career. Jaime Vicente. That's the initials for that are Jayvee. So Jayvee Gayoso is with us on this day. Let's bring him in. Jayvee Gayoso, welcome to An Eternity of Basketball. Oh, hey.
Hi guys.
Witness protection program.
Now, this is the first time I actually did something like this online. So I don't know kung mahahawa kayo or mahahawa ako. So, okay lang.
Okay lang. But later, at least we want you to at least show your eyes para alam ng mga tao na ikaw talaga yan. Yeah. Yan. Merry Christmas also, no? It's just 30 days left before Christmas comes. And it's Christmas for a lot of fans sa araw na ito because we have their idol, Jayvee Gayoso. Everybody loves Jayvee, of course. Ayan.
I don't know why.
Siya talaga yan. Salamat, Jay. First of all, thanks for coming on our show and finally accepting our invitation after all these months.
Well, yeah, it's really sad, no? Umabot pa ako ng 155 sa naman lang. Medyo 10, 11 number ko. But I'll take it as it comes. I didn't want to do the show because Noel's there. I told you why. Yeah. Hi, Sid. Good morning sa inyo. At sa mga nanonood.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yan,
Good
yan.
morning
James,
din sa'yo, JV.
basketball ang usapan natin, di ba? Siyempre rito. So, sa dinami-dami ng sports na pwedeng pasukin, bakit basketball ang napili mo?
Well, in my time, I told you the reason why, but I can't share that on TV or on our show, no. But no, I was actually a soccer player. My puso ko talaga football, and wala naman liga masyado noon. And I was slowly improving, and then I was slowly getting to play more basketball. In my younger days, junior pa lang ako, nilalagay na ako sa seniors ng kapatid ko, si Mike. So I was slowly getting better at it, but I knew I lacked the skills. I didn't know how to dribble. Even today, I don't even know how to spin the ball. I just knew what I could do, which was play defense. And that's it. And just want to run out there in the court. So I got into basketball. Yeah,
So influence ni Mike yan. Si Mike talaga
Yeah,
kahit paano na.
Right, siya talaga. Si Mike was an all-around player, and then hats off talaga. I got exposed because my dad would cheer for him, and I wanted my dad to cheer for me. So I got into it.
Sibling rivalry pala.
Your dad was a player also. Your dad played also, right?
Yes. My dad
Letran
played
and
football in
Ateneo.
Letran, yes. And then he played at basketball in Ateneo. But later on, I became a much better player when Mike and I played together. He would actually assist me oftentimes. Yeah. I played center at that time.
May tanong ako dyan, JV, because Mike was a super athlete. We all know, hindi lang basketball lang ano niya. He was also into track and everything like that. How big of a shadow did you have to step out of Mike to be the Jayvee Gayoso?
Well, I knew that I could never compete against him. I had my own ways, like watching him eating. So enjoy ko talaga yung manood, yung pagkain sa avenue pag pinapanood namin siya. In my case kasi, I knew I was a bench warmer. Totoo yun, bangko talaga ako. And until I guess everything started to work out, I need to share lang something which I'm actually hesitant is because I have a birth defect. Totoo yun, may birth defect ako. I have 2 curves in my spine, and my spine is hinged to my pelvic bone, and that's the reason why yung doctors ng mga bata pa kami, sinabi sa tatay ko na hindi magiging athlete ito, sa tabingi nga. And I also wore braces sa paa ko. I have one foot that is actually bigger than the other, and I'm sharing this on live TV. I don't know why, to make them understand everything can be overcome by hard work and just perseverance. And my dad just made me ride the bike. Often, yun ang binigay sa amin, bisikleta. Lumakas legs ko, I was able to start running and just do whatever I was able to do till my career.
Ka pala parang Forrest Gump ka pala, Forrest Gump. Naka-braces yung paa mo.
Yun.
Gano'n.
Pero yes, pero mas maitim ako doon.
medyo. How big were you at that age when you started playing ball competitively, James? Matangkad ka na? Were you one of the big guys in the barkada na, in the village?
Yeah, in Ateneo, I was actually one of the tallest in the team. But I was, share ko lang, no? Grade 5 ako, I was 4'11", 165 pounds. I was the only kid in Ateneo who never watched Star Wars because I was fat, dark, and long hair, and they called me Chewbacca. So I guess yung laki kong yon was the one that inspired the coaches. Oy, gawin natin ano yan, sentro yan. So center talaga ang laro ko. But I didn't really know much. There were a lot of other players I played with in Ateneo, grade school, high school, much better than me. It's just that I just slowly developed because I persevered lang in playing. So ganun lang.
Yeah, JB, quick question about your football career. What position did you play?
Midfielder ako. Ayan, hindi ko kaya yung ginagawa ni Jarvey, yung masyado akong kinakabahan.
Yeah, that's where I was headed, yeah.
Oo nga, hindi ko kaya yung ginagawa ni Jarvey. Iba yun. Phenom talaga. But I saw that since he was young, and I knew he was different. He had the craziness of the Ocampo and the Gayoso combined. So, amazing kid.
Yeah,
yes.
he's got athletic genes, obviously. We're talking about the son of Jayvee, si Jarvey, who is one of the Philippine Ascals now, one of the best football players in the country.
He got a recent
Thank you.
When Jayvee mentions he's got some Ocampo and then some Gayoso, we're talking about Edo Campo because his mother is the daughter of Edo Campo, the great Edo Campo, Mr. Basketball, Mr. Football. So nandyan yung genes on both sides, no, for this boy.
Yes.
But we'll get to Jarvey
Yeah,
later.
later.
We'll stick to Jayvee right now. So you played varsity ball for the Blue Eaglets. Diba?
Yes, I
Blue
did.
Eaglets,
I played. Yeah, we did. I won twice championship high school sa Ateneo. Don Di Baltasar, I think, was our coach at the time, and Paeng Di Malanta, the late. The late Paeng Di Malanta, he coached namin noon, and we had a pretty good team. And it just evolved. And then ang kagandahan pa noon, we were doing our best to play well para lumabas lang sa dyaryo. Yun lang ang talagang gusto namin. And I remember the sad part when I did get to score, kasi I rarely scored nga, puro rebound lang ako. When I did get to score, yung pangalan ko sa dyaryo, Gayos, tapos yung OX na usog. So, 0 points lang ako ang labas. So, parang,
Gayos,
naman.
Gayos,
Gayos,
diba?
Kasi parang 0 points lang ako. So parang, wow, minsan lang ako makascore. Gayos, 0 pa nilagay pa doon. So, lungkot. Those are the days of the newspaper.
Tapos walang hindi full box score, so walang rebounds. So hindi lang alam kung
wala. No.
Kasi dinidictate noon over the phone
Oh,
Journalists will have to call the newspaper and dictate kung ano yung sinulat nila. Pati yung box scores. Siguro nasabi Gayos, so siguro nahuli lang yung O. So akala siguro.
Kaya nga.
Akala
so, lungkot ko naman.
Minsan
ka lang highest pointer, 0 pa nilagay.
Sino mga kasabay mo nung Eaglets ka na yung sumikat rin later on? Mabot ng Eagles or whatever college team?
Jun Reyes was my teammate in high school. Jun Reyes. Others actually played semi-pro, no? Canlas, Joseph Canlas, and these other Alex Araneta. Alaska pala, teammate ko rin. Pero Alex was used sparingly at the time, and because he was just huge, and so we got him. And then Danny Francisco, of course, sayang naman, di naman siya nakalaro ng PBA. Albert Mendoza, I think, was my teammate also in high school, yes. But there were a lot of great shooters. Wala pang 3-point line.
Wala pa.
Andahan. Wala pang 3-point line. I had 3 teammates, tumitira na sa labas. Ang gagaling talaga. So ako, ang trabaho ko lang, outlet pass. Yun lang. Okay. Yun lang ang ginagawa ko. What a crazy time.
Pero sikat ka na noong high school, pinag-uusapan ka na Javes, di ba?
Well, yeah, I think I don't want to blow my own horn, but Patrick Olivares, the writer, I saw this many years after that. I was the first high school player who dunked in a game sa UAAP. Right. So it was a fast break, and I made a dunk, and na-technical kami because it's the first time that ever happened. Takbuhan lahat ng players sa court. So technical kami.
Parang Lisa Leslie sa WNBA.
Parang Lisa Leslie.
Ganun. Yeah, so it was something unheard of, at nagawa ko yun. But I was slowly getting recognition by other coaches kasi patapos na rin yung high school ko at marami nang gustong kumuha sa akin for college.
Fourth year yun. Fourth year yung nag-dunk ka. Fourth year ka na nun.
No, I was in third year.
Third year pa lang. Okay.
Yeah, I was in third year when I dunked. And that was, I could jump. That's all I could, and run. I guess it's motivated. I think it's motivated by fear. Totoo lang. Takot ako mapalpal So, bibilisan ko talaga. Funny.
Adrenaline yan. So noon pa lang, adrenaline na yun
Yes. Kahit sa,
tama.
At dala ko yun sa PBA, yung takot. Kala na, bilis nito. Hindi, takot lang ako talaga masuntok or whatever. Takot talaga. I'm just afraid. My phobia.
Na-mention rin guys, you mentioned already a lot of schools were looking at you from college, or university to recruit you. Sino to mga to na kinakausap ka na, wala na mga agent rules dito na di mo pwede kausapin, gano'n. So who were talking to you already?
The very active school was La Salle at the time. I was already talking to Ateneo muna. I was asking them for a scholarship. I just didn't want my dad to pay anymore. We were struggling at the time. So I was hoping somebody would pick me up. And La Salle was very active, alam ko nun. And then at the time yung UP, kasi meron silang kinukuha sila Benji nun at sila Ronnie Magsano. I wanted to play for them. But nobody it didn't materialize. Naging LaSalle. And so I went to LaSalle after graduating. And that's another story. Cruise, I played for
we have
LaSalle.
a
I
photo of that.
Yeah,
You
I love
took a lot of you took a lot of crap for that, no? For transferring to LaSalle. The Ateneo community was very unforgiving, no?
Yeah. Well,
So
they had their speculations on why.
Yeah. Before DJ Manalo, there was you.
Yeah.
Yeah. King.
No. Before me, there was Arnel Manyosca.
Okay.
You remember him?
Meron pala. Okay. Hindi kasi sumikat.
Yan yung sinabi nila,
no?
Jawo. Yeah. Yan yung sinabi lang, the next Jawo. Arnel Manyosca. And then I transferred only because nga, it was an opportunity for me to get a scholarship and we really badly needed at the time. And I really asked Ateneo if they could, shoulder my tuition. Nobody was there yet. Hindi pa uso yun at that time.
Masama sa loob mo lumipat sa green dahil blue ka all through your grade school, high school
Well, of course I wanted to remain in Ateneo, but you see, it was made aware to me na the opportunity is there. At that time, NCC was very active. Ron Jacobs and everybody, and the pool was already in LaSalle. So if I was gonna make this bid to get there, I would have to really be trained already by Coach Derek Pomaren and the entire LaSalle team management, diba? I just wanted to be exposed. And I was already training for Magnolia. Sila Nelson ang players, Nelson Nasaiton and all these other players. And so it was one of those big talaga. So yun lang. Sadly, I ended up returning.
Sadly. We're talking about NCC na I forgot to ask earlier, growing up, who were your basketball idols, both in the PBA and the NBA? Okay. For NBA muna. At that time, I was a Larry Bird fan, Boston all the way, and he was just I couldn't really maputi siya, so talo na ako doon. Hindi ko naman kaya tumira tulad niya, so isa pa yun. But how he played, he amazed me talaga. He was for me just the best. And then when Charles Barkley came in, I became the round mound in my brain because I wanted to do those hustle plays and all these aggressive plays, and he became more human. I am not, and I want to share this with the rest, I am not a Michael Jordan fan. I am not at all. And Wayne Traspe, kilala niyo mo Charlie, Wayne Traspe is a Michael Jordan fan.
Oh, yeah.
And I did not like Michael Jordan only because ibang level, hindi ko kaya yun. Nandun siya sa heaven. Nandito lang ako sa earth. So, I cannot. Kobe, I'm not a Kobe fan because nandun yun sa taas. So, dun lang ako sa mga off-the-bench kind of players. Although Barkley wasn't off the bench, really. But he was just a hard-working player na I can say, kaya ko gawin yan. The others, hindi ko kaya.
Right.
That's all it was.
So, Bard. Dito sa Pinas, sino idol mo?
Yeah.
Oh,
si Mike.
Okay.
Si Mike, kuya mo.
No, not at all. He kicked my butt so many times. I hated him. The biggest lie. Can I just rephrase? The biggest lie, although mahal ko siya, okay. The biggest lie I had to make was I was a Jaworski fan. That's the biggest lie I ever made. Marami magagalit sa akin. Only because Crispa fan ako eh. I was a Crispa fan. Philip Cesar. And he was my idol talaga, Philip Cesar. Kasi I played center eh. And at the same time, sinasabi ko nga, nag-aaway na kami ni Mike kasi competing na for sports eh. Lagi kaming laban. So Mike liked Toyota. So I wanted the opposite. Although Mike did like Adornado. So ganun yun ang kwento sa akin. So when people ask me, what's the biggest, the worst fan Toyota? Hindi eh. Crispa talaga ako. I was a Crispa fan. Fabiosa also. But there were some players like Mon Fernandez. He's one of those that I idolized also because he played center. So, gano'n. Yun yung mga time na. At saka may Grosby first five ako.
Hindi kasama si Gidabin sa conversation. Cesar and Mon talaga no?
Gidabin actually ended up becoming a great player nung nag-MVP na siya. Pero nung unang yung bata pa kami. Lahat Cesar eh. Lahat Cesar eh.
Late bloomer si Abet eh.
Yeah, late bloomer. Yeah.
That's right.
But magaling din yun si Kuya Abet. Galing.
Okay. So nasa Lasal ka na, James. Nasa Lasal ka na. You're hearing it from the fans from the blue side. They're screaming at you and all of that. But how was your stay in Lasal? I mean, you had some good teammates there as well. It's a pretty good team.
It was a pretty good team.
The UAAP, diba?
Yeah, when I entered, wala pa sila sa UA. The time that I left, the next year, that's when they were able to enter. Nasa Pikaa kami or Pikua or something, one of those leagues. And we had a pretty good team. Waki Garcia, great shooter, very Larry Bird fan. Mike Wang, Bimbo Mababa, who's now in Davao. Joey Santa Maria came after. He followed with Dickie Bachman, but I didn't get to play with them much. Teddy Monasterio, very nice.
Pumarin, di ba? Pumarin kasabay mo.
Yes, of course. Dindo pala was also with us, And then
si France na abutan mo rin, di ba? Hindi na. France also, di ba?
France. No.
Talaga, or one tournament at least.
Yeah, I played in the PABL Invitational Cup. Pati si yung shooter na he passed away already. The big guy, Tonichi Turi also, Alfie Mario also. We played together, and I was a good backup role player, two guard, and believe it or not, I had instructions from Derek Pumaren, bawal ka tumira. And Derek, sabi niya, bawal ka tumira, because at that time I came off as a center and I played defense, and that's the reason why I was used. I would run. If you want to score, penetrate ka or fast break, wag kang tumira. So there was one time, tumira ako sa free throw, jump shot, pasok. Tuwa ako, sabi ko ba, tinitingnan ko, boom, he takes me out and never puts me back in.
Because you didn't follow his instructions.
And that's when I learned about Coach Derek, what he wanted me to do. Gusto mo mag-shoot, mag-practice ka, because I just couldn't. Mike Wang was at the time the Sixers, 84 yata. Sixers, kilala si Sedale Threat. I don't know if you remember the play.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, si Mike was Mike No Threat. No threat.
No threat.
Yeah. Si Mike Wang yun. Kaya nga, pareho kami na gusto namin tumira, pero we had to practice. And it was Coach Derek Pumaren, and I thank him. It was Coach Derek Pumaren who inspired me to shoot, because you needed to shoot. You needed to be able to shoot. So I just started shooting.
Si Manong pala.
Si Manong. I learned a lot from him. He's probably, to this day, mamaya, that's why nga, may lista ko mamaya. So anyway, he made me a better player, Coach Derek Pumaren.
But Sid pointed it out to me. We're talking about Lasal already. We have some photos that we actually prepared. I think we should go to them already. We'll go to them one by one as we're talking about your history. So we enter this portion of our show called the Time Capsule, and in this Time Capsule, we take you through your history as a player by showing you some photos. This is brought to us by Champ's House of Chicken in Tagaytay. Their favorite is house roast chicken. That's the best specialty nila yan. You can order Champ's House of Chicken in their different social media. The telephone number up there. They deliver to Metro Manila, Cavite, and Laguna. Sakop pa yan.
Laguna.
Kaya Lala Move and Tok Tok. Champ's House of Chicken. Facebook and Instagram, mahanap mo yan.
Can we just stare at the chicken?
Sarap.
I'm sorry.
Sarap ba?
Can we just stare at that? Yeah.
Pwede mo naman orderin yan mamaya
kaya yan. Okay, pasok tayo. Right. Photo number 1 of our time capsule. Yeah, we go back in time a little. This is with Ateneo.
Yeah, this high school. High school namin ito, champion kami. June Reyes was sick. I don't think he's not there.
I was looking for June Reyes nga sa photo Sabi ko,
he was sick.
Yeah, I wasn't sure kung
Sino gumagawa? Si Randy yung gumagawa dyan.
Randy Sevilla, the person on the right, Jerm Sanchez, Doc Abet Nolido, but our greatest shooter is the guy half kneeling, half sitting, Robbie Tanuatco. Amazing shooter. Robbie Tanuatco he was hitting 3-pointers nung wala pang 3-point line. Pero nagulat ako, meron ng 3-point line dyan. I believe that's in Baguio when we played one of those overaged high school teams, and we just dominated. Yeah, totoo. Kasi uso pa nun yan. Tatanda ng kalaban namin. And then this lineup kasi everybody, look at the big men. I think average height namin was about 6. And we were a big team.
That's gigantic for a high school team.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the third on the right is Jet Nieto, si Doc Jet Nieto. Yun, sa kanan, sa standing,
Yeah.
The
Who's
third
the guy
guy,
behind? Who's the guy to his left? That's Facundo. No.
Facundo. Yeah, Mike Facundo's younger brother, Jurgen.
Si Jurgen. Okay. Jurgen, then Jet Nieto, Alex Araneta, di ba?
Alex Araneta, Bing
is a tall guy.
Arroyo. Albert
Bing Arroyo, who
Mendoza.
went to UP. Bing Arroyo, who went to UP.
Bing Arroyo.
For college,
right.
di ba?
Right.
And then Albert
Bing
Mendoza.
Albert Mendoza. Oledan. Junjun Oledan. Sorry, Jun. And then Sep Canlas. So talagang brute na kami.
Sino yung sais? Yung katabi mo sa kanan.
Doc Abet Nolido. He's a surgeon now. Doc Abet Nolido.
Yeah, my message for you right now. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that baggy picture is my picture. Oh, thanks. Sorry, we borrowed it, Doc. We found it on the net. So, pasensya na. Credits to
thank
you.
you, Doc Abet. I need your assistance, Doc Abet, for my hernia.
TMI.
Si Randy Sevilla, guys. Pucha, matindi rin yan. Nung high school, Prada team, 40 points a game yan.
Lumipat din na UP yan eh. Lumipat din siya.
His dad was the former BIR commissioner.
Yeah, Cari Sevilla, si Coach Cari Sevilla, first year high school kami ni Randy. Coach Cari Sevilla, I learned so much sa mental side. He would explain so many things. Hats off sa kanya. I never got to see him after he passed. And Randy Sevilla was one of those guys I would throw that outlet pass to. And he would jump. Kaya manok tawag namin dyan eh. Manok yun. Kasi kung lumipad, hindi lang mukhang manok pero pag lumipad, kala mo, manok talaga. Kayang-kaya niya kunin kahit saan ko ibato ang bola. And that's why he made me look good. Because I just threw that ball lousily. He made me look good. Thank you, Randy.
Father Holzer.
Ganda, no?
Always present.
Father Holzer. Buti hindi bukas siper.
Hindi niya kasi makita kaya hindi niya alam. Di ba? Yun ang problema. Kasi ayaw ni JB, small man si JB dito, siya nakaupo eh. Dapat yung mga gwardiya dapat ang nakababa eh. Pero, diba?
Teka, ikaw starting center dito, JV, tas backup mo si Alex Araneta?
No. In this situation, Sep Canlas had to play center, Albert Mendoza, and we would just, or Bing Arroyo. But we were also flexible. We could play big man position. Lahat ng mga nakatayo sa likod plus myself, we can all play big man position.
Oh, laki nila eh. Grabe.
Lalaki namin talaga. Yeah, that team was solid. And everybody was waiting for this team to make it to the college level. But some of them just focused. Ito nga si Doc Abet Nolido, yun, tigas ulo, naging doktor. Ano silbi ng doktor? Hello? Diba? Basketball na lang.
Si Jet, ganun din after college, diba?
Yeah, Jet as well. Isa pa yun. Ang gagaling ng mga yan. No joke. Galing ng mga yan.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's an awesome photo. Oh, let's move to the next one. Let's look at the next photo.
Okay.
Ito yung Lasal.
Banakulay.
There you go. This was an awesome PABL Open. Vicky Bachman yun sa kaliwa. Nagtatago pa. Mahihain. Bagong pasok pa lang siya dyan.
Ngayon, commissioner na ng UAAP.
Oo. Commissioner na siya.
Yeah, and this team, Erica Fable, this team kasi, the reason why I like this team was, this is where I learned how to play with Franz, Dindo, Alfie, Gabi Velasco, Tonichi. They were the ones experienced because of Ron Jacobs' tutelage. So ako naman, natututunan na namin kung paano to be a role player, how you can contribute pag hindi naman ikaw ang go-to guy. And oftentimes, I would be able to score because of my quickness, and that just because of the quickness, not the gift or wala akong outside shooting, because of the quickness. And when these experienced players would give me a hug to, just say, "Uy, good job," ang laking bagay na sa akin. It just, wow, it just made me want to even do more. It just motivated me. So hats off to my teammates here in LaSalle. They were the ones who, of course, yung number 7 dyan sa litrato, recently passed away, Rafa Dinglasan. Love you, my brother. I loved going to his place to eat their salad, the salad that his mom would make. And,
If there's
Hats off to
anybody more
him.
kolokoy than Jayvee Gayoso in this picture, it should be Rafa Dinglasan talaga.
It's probably Rafa Dinglasan.
Yeah,
And talagang, Eric
isn't
Afable.
that's Perry beside him, no? Perry Ronquillo yan, di ba? Beside
Perry
Rafa.
Ronquillo, number 17, coach. Yan ang nangyari lang sa sad part about Lasal. Never got me for Shell. Kaya happy ako he gained weight. Happy ako, Perry. He never got me for his Shell team. Perry, ano ba? Okay, now, in this team, ito lang masasabi ko. In this picture, Perry had the biggest heart. He and Monet Noguera behind him, not Raymond Lacson is number 6. On Raymond Lacson's left, that's Monet Noguera. He and Perry had the biggest heart. They would run the fastest. They would go all out in practice, even if they were used sparingly. And that's why hats off ako sa utak niya. That's why when Perry became a coach, alam ko agad, he deserved to be one because he observed us playing and he just accepted everything that was taught to us. Galing.
Sino yung
Great
directly
outcome.
behind Rafa?
Directly behind. That's Wacky Garcia.
Wacky Garcia.
That guy can jump an inch. But he can play good basketball. Great
Shooter yan,
Shooter
pare.
Oh,
Parang
wow.
Kaloy Garcia yung peg, jump an inch pero play great basketball. Ganun si Kaloy nung nung
Usay talaga yan.
diba?
I saw that guy when I was young playing Wacky.
And he very deceiving. He'll leave you. Very smart player. He uses his brains to play.
He's the basketball head in Brent. In Brent right now, he's the head of the basketball program of Brent School now.
Yes, I think he was coaching also Brent. I think he was coaching.
I think he coaches the high school team. May tanong ako, James, si Eric Afable is kano ni Jean?
I think pinsan yata eh.
Pinsan ba? Okay. Jean kasi is with Meralco now.
Yeah, with Meralco.
He's the brother of BJ.
BJ, okay.
BJ. So there was always a debate with who played better. Of course, Eric would say him, BJ would say him. But BJ kasi was studying in Ateneo. Talagang iwala yung dalawa. I love both.
No one has said anything about JV's hair, in this photo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alam niyo yung buhok ko dyan, abot sa shoulder. No joke. And my dad was just upset.
The mullet. You had a mullet, my friend.
Parang Rabi Rosa sa menudo eh. Parang
yun.
Sakto. Diba? Rabi Rosa sa menudo.
Tagal ko na hindi naririnig yun
Ako, yun ang tukso din sa akin ng Robbie Rosa. Pero wala.
Hindi ka pinakakanta ng If You're Not Here By My Side.
Explosion.
Hindi ko kaya kumanta.
Pero ko, JV, you mentioned when you were in Lasal, wala pa sila sa UAAP, parang they were in limbo with regard to the tournaments that were joining. Pero was there ever a time na Ateneo and Lasal played each other when you were with Lasal?
We played exhibition games sa Loyola Center. Yung starters namin, lahat foul out kami. Pero we won against Ateneo. Totoo
exhibition. Pero how was your welcome?
Game.
How did the fans welcome you when you entered the Loyola Center wearing a Lasal shirt?
Yun nga. I got a lot of jeers talaga from the Ateneo crowd. And my friends, who I thought were friends, I was waving to them, pero they gave not a wave. And one of those fingers that are in our hand. So yun ang mga natanggap ko. And then I go, what? And, it was just for me, all I did was just try to help my dad. That's all it was. It was just getting the opportunity for free education. And that's why, I grabbed the opportunity. Ganun lang.
Yep.
Memories
team na to.
Talaga.
Grabe, iba dyan. Mga greats din talaga. Dindo, happy birthday lang ni Dindo a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Ang Pumaren brothers, pinakamasaya sa kanila yung kare-kare pag pumupunta. Yung father nila, si Pilo, pag nagluluto ng kare-kare, the best! The best ever kare-kare. Yeah.
Nice.
Great team yan. Ganda ng performance namin noon. And I did very well sa PABL noon. Hindi pa ako kilala kasi star-studded yan. So, galing.
Tsaka you'll know na hindi pa sinusupplyan ng gear yung mga teams kasi tinan mo yung mga knee pads ni Mike Huang. Magkaiba pa yung kulay eh. Di ba hindi binibigyan ng Mueller or whatever, di ba? Ngayon kasi, you can ask for your color, di ba? Unless sinasadya pala ni Mike yan na magkaiba yung kulay. Diba? Imagine, nasa green ka, tapos blue yung knee pad mo. Hindi pwede yun eh. Diba?
Baka ano yun, mga filler yun. Baka filler naman yan. Oh, gusto ko lumipat
Okay. I'll point out something. So we had a game and my dad was sitting across the bench. So he was sitting across the bench and then I had to senyas ako. Gandang lalaro ko. Senyas ako kay Coach Derek. Tinanggal ako ngayon. Pinakita ko. Yung swelas ng sapatos ko, tanggal talaga. Hindi naman kami binibigyan ng 2 pairs. Isa lang. So my dad wanted me to go back in and because Coach wanted me, sabi ko, Coach, hindi talaga. And nobody wants to lend the man shoes. So wala talaga. So I couldn't go back into the game. My dad was yelling, punyeta. So kinuha ko sapatos ko, binato ko sa kanya, bumukas talaga yung sapatos. Nakakatawa. And I mentioned that only because yung supply namin nun, iisang sapatos lang. From start to finish, pati practice. And then little by little, yun, nabibigyan ka na ng libre. Tsaka supporter mo yun, kita mo, wala pang cycling. O, tingnan mo si Alfie Almario, yung shorts. O, walang cycling.
Supporter talaga, no?
Supporter talaga. Oo, supporter talaga. Yun ang matindi.
Parang nahiya pa kasi Alfie sa picture eh.
Oo nga. Isa pa yung solo. Walang nakatakip sa kanya. Nakita yung legs niya.
Oo nga. Grabe.
Alfie Almario. Awesome.
But look at this
Awesome
picture,
photo.
no? Ilan
We've
dyan ang
shown
naging...
this photo. We've shown this photo a couple of times, no? Pero it's a good photo. Gabby Velasco, I just saw him on TV. He's also a coach until now, di ba?
Yeah.
Sa St. Francis. Yeah.
May picture ako ng Ted.
Saan ba si Gabby ngayon? Sa Benild ba? Is he with Benild?
I think he's
He's with Manong Derek. He's with Manong Derek. I saw him the other day.
Yeah, kasi Benild is Charles Chu right now.
Yeah. No, akala ko yung assistant ni Manong.
Pero hawak niya pa rin yung programa ng St. Francis sa Pasisi College. It's the same school that produced the Ocampo brothers.
Sa Las Piñas yun, di ba? Las Piñas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move on ba tayo? Do we move on to the next? Okay, let's move to the next. Claude, please.
Yeah, I'm sick of their shorts. Yeah.
Blue, green, and blue. So how did that happen?
Yeah, yun. Let's talk about that, James. You went back. You mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, I did go back. Nag-residency ako 1 year and then we just put everything together. That was the first championship, 87. We were down. That became the Hail Mary team. We were down by 20 against UE. This person kneeling on the left side, naka blue or whatever, black. Above him, there's a man standing with a beige shirt. That's Cari Sevilla, the father of Randy Sevilla. I needed to point it out because he was very active, just giving us pointers and helping out. Coach Chris Kalinan was our coach, and I actually did a lot of great stuff before the finals. But in the finals, check na ako because wala nga akong outside shooting noon, and everybody else just performed. We won it, came back from 20 plus, and there were pictures there. It's Gina Fabio and other players. We were holding rosaries, just praying during the game. That's why we became the Hail Mary team at the time.
Jun Reyes nagdala na ng game na yun eh. I was able to watch that sa Rizal. No? Nag-walk-in lang ako. I bought a ticket, me and my friend. Hindi pa sold out. No? Ganun kaano pa yung UAAP noon. So I was able to get a bleachers ticket. It was Jun Reyes just took over the game in the second half.
Yeah, dami. Everybody contributed playing defense and all that.
Yeah.
James Banner, when you went back to Ateneo.
Sorry.
Okay. Sige, Sid. Go ahead, Sid.
No, I mean, point out, Danny Francisco didn't play in this championship game, diba? We were looking for him.
Well, here's the thing. I remember after one of the championship games, and I think this is the one, we went straight to the hospital. That's when his lungs collapsed. So he was in the hospital, but he was an instigator of us reaching there. That's why yung tandem nila ni Alex to guard Benji was really, he was vital talaga to that win. And that's why dito, hindi na namin siya nagamit masyado. That's why Jerry had a great night also that night. And then Bong Ravena was just shooting the lights out. Hindi namin mapigil si Bong Ravena. Yun lang. We just toughened up and we took the win.
Pero James, by this time, so you're back in Ateneo. Scholarship ka na dyan.
Yes, the person on the right beside the trophy, that's Ernest Escaler. He asked Joseph Canlas, okay, we need to bring somebody in the team. Who can you recommend? And Joseph invited me over and said, eto, kunin natin si Jayvee. And that's the reason why I came back. Pero full scholar na ako through his assistants. Because hindi pa talaga sa school na.
Great.
Hindi tulad ngayon, grabe yung assistants na nakakuha ng mga kahit high
Iba.
school. Wow.
Yep.
Iba talaga ngayon, James. Iba.
Just wanna point out pala, number 17, that's Olsen. That's Coach Olsen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Olsen Rosella. I mean, that was a
Rookie yata siya nun eh.
Yeah, amazing backcourt, but he never played like one. Honestly, never played like one. He was just there dishing out. He didn't have problems because a lot of us could score. But on his ability naman, minsan nakaka-penetrate. Galing. Great combination and something that we na walang mga. Well, when they get together, kinikwento lang, wala tayong mga PIL-AM, wala tayong pero merong PIL Bombay ako. Tapos may PIL. Yeah, that was a lot of them came from the grade school and high school program of Ateneo.
Yeah.
Kaya
That was the pride. Yun yung pride dati ng Ateneo. Homegrown yun. So,
yeah.
diba? Although now they kind of play the game a bit, medyo half and half. May mga homegrown, may mga recruits na rin.
Right.
From other places. Yeah, there's a couple of times this question has come out. James, I'll ask it already. Ito, please ask Jayvee's thoughts about the National UAAP game versus the SWU Cobras, Southwestern University sa Davao, when Nonoy Chwatico shot the buzzer beater and bakit na thrown out si Mutia. Naalala mo ba yun, James?
Very well. This Rap Eagle, whoever he is setting me up to say to bring out what that was a game that I believe I scored 27 points. The first quarter, jump ball pa lang I penetrated and all that. And Mutia, sinuntok niya ako sa between the legs
Okay.
Kitang-kita ng referee, so he was thrown out. You know, that Davao team, nung sinuntok ako, I clapped in front of his face. That Davao team was star-studded. Calvin Tuadles. I think 4 or 5 made it to Shell, but 6 or 7 of them made it to the PBA. Ganong kalakas. Yung pati si Mutia, di ba? Ang lakas ng team na yon. So, it was just meant to be. But it was one of those games na I had my rosary and we were praying. And I really prepared for that game. It was the best game actually of my life. That was the best game of my life. And then, Chris Carlilan, no joke, nothing compared. And Chris Kalilan took me out few minutes remaining kasi alam susuntukin na ako. Wala na pero dikit pa rin na laban, wala na. So anyway, we score and lamang kami ng isa. We were celebrating. They come down on a fast break, make an easy layup. They lead by 1. All right? Galit na galit. So Jun Reyes needs to inbound the ball, brings the ball back really fast. Pag dribble niya, tumama sa paa niya, sa kanang paa niya, pumunta kay Nonoy sa tres. Nonoy catches that ball and heaves. Pasok ang tres on his birthday. It was his birthday.
Binirthday siya.
Binirthday siya. The late Nonoy Chwatico. I love you, bro. And we had that group. And that was the game of all games in Davao against Southwest. A star-studded team talaga. Talio. Mark Talio.
Yeah.
You remember?
Mark
He played
Anthony.
for that team. He outplayed June. No joke, in that game, he outplayed June. But June was trying his best kasi bugbog nga kami talaga. Bugbog. And nobody knew na mananalo kami. Every time I would shoot the free throw, I got most of my points kasi foul. Penetrate lang ako ng penetrate. Anyway, every time I'd shoot, binubuo ko ng mga lalaki. Pag shoot, nag-cheer naman ng mga babae. That I remember. No joke. I go kasi wala kasi ang mayabang ang dating ko noon, I guess, feeling, those were the arrogant days of my youth. So, and we all go through that, I guess, it was one of those things na we just did awesome that day. Gina Pable, si Gina Pable, eto sasabihin ko kay Gina Pable, kaya nyo mabait si Gina Pable. Pag upo ka sa bench, tinanggal ako 4th quarter, puro bote ang katabi niya sa kasi handaan na siyang manghampas at mababato. No joke, Jean, do not deny. Nandun sa tabi mo kasi katabi ko siya. Sabi ko, si Jean, mahilig yan, matapang din si Jean Sabi ko, kita ko, I'm pretty sure Jean remembers that. Puro bote sa tabi namin, nag-ipon na kami kasi wala na to. Predominant Davao, supporters Talaga, predominant Davao supporters. Oh, the best. Okay, sorry. I just need to share. Do you guys remember Jomer Ruby?
Yeah.
Jomer.
Yeah.
He played.
Good
Yeah,
job.
Jomer Ruby. Yeah. No. He was there watching when Jomer Ruby and I became teammates in Tanduay. Kinuwento niya from start to finish yung game na yun. He was there. He was just so amazed sa ginawa namin. Sabi ko, talaga. So the impact on him. And then when we played together, parang wow, salamat. He appreciated that game.
Yeah. He must have been a teenager pa noon, di ba? Kasi mga 96 na siya nag-PBA eh. Di ba?
Yeah, probably a teenager. Pero same height pa rin siya. Ganun pa rin.
Hindi na lumaki talaga.
Hindi na lumaki. Jomer Ruby, I love you, bro. Galing na player.
Okay, let's move to the next photo, please.
Well,
as we move on.
Well, tumalo na ng Ginebra. Yeah.
Because sige.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna ask something, Sid.
Yeah, Jayvee, I just have to ask this lang, nag-back-to-back ang Ateneo, but you didn't finish that 88 season. I remember that clearly. What happened there? I think after the first round, hindi ka na you didn't play anymore.
That's the thing I was trying to avoid, but I want to talk about it because many people had different. Balik muna natin yung picture ng Ateneo para maganda.
So, I was about to check that. Yan.
Sa Ateneo, yan.
Tama.
When the person I'm beside, on the right side, number 18, Haj Jonko, and Nonoy Chotico left the team on the second year. And they were our outside shooters, really. So I needed to step up my game. Anyway, the first half of the season, I found out I was top 4 in several categories. I was just going crazy, and I just wanted to be the best that I could be. And then came our last game against LaSalle, and I received offer to not play all out, and I reported that, and sadly, I played entire game. No, I would play several minutes always, and I scored 27 points before. That was against FEU. I scored 27 points again, and in that game against FEU, that was LaSalle was watching. They were there, and I knew they were there. That's why I went all out, and I said I'm ready. But things happened. I got the call, and then by the time we came to the game, I was used sparingly, and I had one layup coming off the bench that I received, and I missed the layup, crucial. And the doubt magnified, and I was accused of selling the game. And I needed, and I thank you, Sid, for bringing that up, because I learned later on, many would speculate lang, my teammates would go on social media and speculate as to what had happened. Ako naman, I just shied away and moved on. And that was the saddest point of my life. Not that the incident happened, but it made me realize, one, I didn't want to be the best I could be anymore. I didn't want to, what's the point? I mean, regardless of, not just in basketball, I learned now in my life that regardless of what you do, kung may kumontra sa'yo, wala ka na magagawa. Because of that, I was always guilty before proven innocent. But there was an investigation, and then I was vindicated from that. But still, I didn't want to play anymore. And that's why when we enter the PBA, it's another story. I'll connect this to that. And I guess now would be the best time to enter. Pasok muna tayo dun sa picture ng PBA if we can move on. This is my rookie year. So here's the thing. Here's the situation about it. Because of what happened in Ateneo, I didn't want to go all out. And so I was playing at the time for Santa Lucia PABL, and in one of the games before entering the finals, I was taking a free throw shot, and my dad and I were already fighting. Because I did not submit my name sa PBA, nung time na pumasok si Alvin Patrimonio, doon pa lang. Nung time na pumasok ang Pepsi, I was supposed to enter. So twice I didn't show up. So anyway, during my free throw, my dad keeps yelling. For those who know and people watching, those who know about my dad was just part of it. He was, kulang na lang may pito siya, nandun na siya sa court. Kasi yung sigaw niya talaga sa akin was just immense. So before I took the free throw shot, I yelled at him, "Shut up!" Think about that. My dad, habang nagsa-second free throw ko, my dad slowly just walked out and went home. And I regret that, but you know, a lot of my teammates are telling me, so they were just, you know, just trying to make things, and even my coaches were coaches at the time were saying, "No, let it go." So eventually, I didn't submit my my PBA pa-draft ako, no, because I didn't want anymore to be put in a situation that I may be accused, and I knew I was not gonna go and make myself the best player I wanted to be. Or I could be. And I've done it before because I was told by Father Holzer in high school, "You're not the greatest high school player ever. You're not even the greatest college player to be because you just don't have the skills." And that motivated me to be better. It was Father Holzer. And that's why when I went to La Salle, I embraced all the training. Everything I did, double, lahat. May weights ako, tumakbo, lahat pa condition so that I became the best that I could be. And the only way I could perform 110% if I did the same thing. But I didn't want to. Why? Because when you're on top, they'll pull you down some way, in some form. At buhay ko, ganun eh. So anyway, when I saw my dad crying, nakita ko yung pinto ng kwarto niya bukas eh. So bukas yung pinto, nakita ko siya, umiiyak siya. I don't think I ever told my mom, my brothers, or sisters. My dad was crying because I didn't want to play anymore. And he saw the potential in me, how I improved, how and when he passed away, so we had a game 2 ng finals, teammate ko Marlo Quino Santa Lucia. Eugene Kilban, teammate ko rin sa Santa Lucia. When my dad, on my way to Rizal Coliseum, when I got there, sinalubong ako ng driver ni Boss Buddy Encarnado, dadalhin ako sa Makati Med. Huh? So when I got there, my dad was in ICU. Wasn't he had a lot of he threw up on himself probably. It took him 40 minutes from his office was about 5 minutes away from Makati Med. It took 40 minutes to carry him, to bring him there. And when I got there, I just totally forgot about the game. And we won eventually. And before his heart attack, he gave me he asked me if he could watch the game. And I said, "Yeah, Dad, I want you to watch the game." But he never made it. So, out of heart, Boss Buddy Encarnado, thank you. He was the one who talked to the PBA, and PBA took me in. Tapos na yung submission, but they allowed me to enter. Chito Loizaga, I saw entering the ICU. I thought it was Dante Gonzalo because Dante Gonzalo had a car accident. Total wreck yung kotse, pero wala siyang sugat, ni isa sugat. Wala. I thought he was there to visit Dante Gonzalo. And then he told me, "I know how your dad was watching over you. I'll see if I can help you." That's why I was surprised he never got me. And Chito Loizaga was one of those who talked, I guess, to management. Kunin natin tong bata. You know. But anyway, that's the reason why I entered the PBA. But I knew I wasn't meant for it. That's why the biggest joke there in history, I thought I was 3rd pick overall first round, but I was 5th pala. So 5th pick overall, put on reserve. Biglang lumaki yung mukha ako. Yeah, I was put on reserve. Imagine, 5th pick overall, and I became reserve because I wasn't ready. I was there. That was December 21 when my dad died. January 15 yung
Draft.
Yung draft. Yeah. So I attended, and everybody said, or they were all saying that all the players, "Kukunin ka ng Ginebra, ha? Hindi naman ako nag-tryout eh." So they did. They got me. They put me on reserve. So which was really fine because I wasn't ready and my heart wasn't in it, and I was slowly trying to motivate. But I remember telling Alex Araneta, S. Bernso, Joy La Morena, three guys who were with me. We were going somewhere to the wake, I think, of my dad, and I told them I'm gonna be the best. I'll try to be the best as a rookie. So medyo nahinto kasi nalagay ako sa reserve, but still it motivated me to try again, until I learned the politics of basketball, not just PBA but just basketball. It's not. I've seen so many great players who really didn't make it well because nga kung hindi ka pumapasok sa sistema, hindi ka magagalit o kahit galing. I'm pretty sure you understand that. Kahit anong galing mo, if you don't fit into the system, you'll move on. And that's why I guess I fit into the system being having the kind of mentality. Totoy kupal nga ako. This one kasi very memorable sa akin. This is very memorable for me because this is the time Rudy Distrito was fall away shot, heroic shot. Now, see, what people don't know is we were down 3-1. Okay? Ang Shell was 3 wins, kami 1. One more win na lang yun. So, nung natalo kami on that fourth game, yung 3-1 na, I was invited to guest para kay Coach Jolly pa. So, nung nanalo kami for the game 7, the night of the games, the night before, the eve of the 7th game, nagtawag ngayon si Coach Jho ng magsisimba kami dun sa Green Hills, yung sa near LaSalle Green Hills, so that church. I go, may guesting ako, ang dami ng poster nilagay dun sa parang Boys Town, mga parang Boys Town in Mandaluyong or something to that effect. It was at the same time. So I told Rino Salazar, I'm gonna go to the guesting kasi nahiya naman ako. Total, baka di naman ako gamitin. Anyway, so I missed the church. Don Ampalaya was also absent. Research, hindi siya naglaro dyan. Binangko kami pareho. Bangko kami ni Don Ampalayo, ang alam ko, dyan sa game na yan. And after the game, when we were all celebrating, kita mo, tontuwa ako dyan, nakasmile pa ako. Champion first time, di ba? Pagdating sa dugout, ang dami ng mga fans yan. Narinig ko, Totoy Gubal. Hoy, Totoy Gubal. Hoy, Totoy Gubal. Pagtingin ko, ako pala yun. Sabi ko, Totoy Gubal. Sabi ko, wow. And then, because nga, wag ka na mag-a-absent. Parang, when he was getting mad at me for being absent sa mass, it made me realize this guy wanted to use me but couldn't. Tama? Then I realized, sapul ko. Because in that series, ang ginawa namin ni Bennett Palad ay kulitin lang si Ronnie, Coach Ronnie. Kulitin lang siya, pahirapan lang si Coach Ronnie magsanop. And that's why. Because we were the young ones Di ba? We were the young ones then. So that's the reason why. Ang laking tulong ko niya, except for Game 7. Now, what is historic for me in this is not this picture, not the championship. Even till the day, the legends, Ginebra players call me Totoy Kupal. And that's my name. You know, I was covering a game in my league, yung sa, pwede bang banggitin?
Yeah,
sa MPB. Sa MPBL, I was covering, I was told, yung salita mo, huwag mo sabihin yun, MPB, yung Totoy Kupal. I go, yan ang bigay sa akin ni Living Legend. Kayo ba ang tawag sa inyo ni Living Legend? Ito bigay sa akin ni Jho. I treasure that name. How can I not? All my friends know that Totoy Kupal. And after the show, millions more will know I'm Totoy Kupal.
Yeah. Yup.
Grabe.
Ganda ng tie-up mo doon, James. Tapang broadcaster ka talaga.
Hindi, ako nga yung tanong ko na lang, Jayvee. Finally, you get to play for Ginebra and of course, the living legend nga, Sonny Jaworski. So, what was it like in your early days with Jho? And then what was it?
Yeah, sorry. Naputol ba ako?
No. Okay.
No. You actually asked the same question I did.
Okay. So, ganito. So, I like your question kasi of course, ito ang experience ko. So, I enter Acropolis Gym. Makikita mo, star-studded. Si Ray Cuenco, Gonzalo, Distrito, Chito Loy, all these other people's players ng Ginebra. Sorry kung di ko na kayo nabanggit. But when you see them, you can't just enter the court. You need to parang wait until they tell you, sige, pasok ka na bata. You understand? This was an older, that wasn't my rookie year, but that was the first year of Nonoy Chotico. We had a great tandem kami ni Nonoy. Anyway, going back there. So, nandun kami sa Acropolis Gym. Ganyan. So, nagsistretching kami and I'm slowly, they were welcoming me, ganyan. So, sige, daming fans and parang starstruck ka talaga because first time ako makita, puno yung hindi game, practice pa lang. Wow, sabi ko, ganyan, Donton ang palayo, ganyan, they were welcoming me. And then, eto na, pumasok na si Living Legend, Jho, with his short shorts, number 7, he's seemingly, ganyan, talking to his, si ring coaches, ganyan siya lagi. Ganyan, no? So, ganyan siya, seemingly. And then he goes, stretches with us. Tumapat siya sa akin. You know that stretch that where you put your foot to your thigh, your right foot to your left thigh, and then you stretch? Alam niyo yun? Again, I don't know. So yung paa sa kanan, lalagay mo sa kaliwang hita, and then you reach for the left foot.
Right.
No joke. Yung short shorts nun. Di ba short shorts pala yan? Makita mo short shorts, oh. Nakita ko talaga yung itlog ni Jaworski. Ang laki, no joke. Imagine na! Totoo yun! And that's something different. Nobody knows that! When I saw, nakasupporter pa siya, sabi ko, shit! Itlog ni Living Legend. Parang ako tahimik ko. Nagtitigil na kami. Sabi ko, nakakatuwa. As in, parang wow! As in, and then you realize, he's only human. No joke. He's only human. My God. And then, ako, siyempre, tahimik ako. Lapit ako. Nakakatuwa. And you didn't expect that, but that's a story that's so true. And I have so much more because I've seen him as his human form. Because everybody puts him there. You know, ito sasabihin ko sa inyo. No joke. Ito sasabihin ko sa inyo. When I was in Batangas, I saw the crossword puzzle. Pinakamatagal na teammate ni Jho. Nakakatakot naman pag pinapililapit niyo. Matagal na teammate ni Jho. I thought it was either Mon Fernandez or Francis.
Francis Arnaiz, oo.
Pinakamatagal nga teammate. I played with him for 9 years, 9+ years. Ako pala pinamatagal. That's why, sabi ko, yung mga cherish na moment, I wanted to write a book nga, yung Tunay na Barangay. I wanted people to realize yung mga nakikita ko.
Oh.
Okay, I'll explain why. You know, Sir Richard Merck actually told me, write that book. When I start writing, my brain stops. So I cannot do it. So if eto pa matindi, yung mga laptop yung ganyan. Ako sanay ako yung ginaganon pa eh. Typewriter, di ba? Makinilya. Wala nang ganun eh, di ba? So when I type or whatever, my brain stops. I have to continue talking to someone to write it down.
Dictate na lang your book to someone.
Pwede naman yun eh.
Transcribe para sa'yo. Ganun na lang. Oh.
Well, somebody...
Sid Ventura, Ayan si Sid Ventura.
No, but see, you guys didn't expect. But what I'm telling you is true, and I've got a lot more. I almost killed Jaworski.
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Yun.
Nakwento ni yon. Sino ba nagkwento nun, guys? Yung sa
All the players.
Yeah, the Jaworski episode.
Yeah. That's my near death experience.
Ay, may video ka pa doon dati. Pinadal mo sa akin yung video. Kinatok mo bahag yung anong birthday ba ni, di ba? Sid, remember I sent you the video? You posted it on
the 70th
Yahoo
birthday
pa ba tayo
of
nun? ESPN na tayo nun. ESPN na
Sports 5 tayo.
Sports 5.
Pero go, Jayvee, kwento mo na. Kayo ni Terry Thames ba import nyo nun?
Yeah. It was Nolly Locsin's birthday and so we come home late. I come home late. I stayed with Nolly, celebrate with his family. The team, after having dinner there, umuwi na sila. Or so I thought. Kasi katabi lang namin yung casino. So a lot of them were just given. We were by the host, binigyan kami ng X amount para maglaro. Well, it's the tokens. So naglaro sila. So anyway, we come home at 3 o'clock in the morning. Terry and I were the roommates. And we couldn't enter because we were looking for the ball boy. I don't know, mga 3, 4 o'clock dumating na sila Pido. And I think it was Pido. Si Pido, si Raul talaga yan eh. Oh. Yun. Kahit mahal ko siya, gusto ko kung meron chance lang, yari sa akin. So he was the one who yelled. Nasa room 101. Yun ang narinig ko. Or Maki de Hoya. Isa pa yun. Isa pang si Raul yun. Maki de Hoya siguro. 101 or 111. So narinig ko 101 eh. Punta kami. Sabi ko kay Terry, he's in 101. Ako naman, feeling Superman ako. I tried to kick the door down. I don't know kung makikita nyo. Yung tadyak talaga. Anyway, tadyak. Hindi bumukas. So, sinipa ako. Boom, ayaw. Si Terry, inuupakan niya talaga yung door. Bag. Hindi, narinig na namin may gumalaw sa loob. Boom, nahulog yung what do you call that? The lamp, nahulog. Bang, sigaw, gulog. Pagbukas ng pinto, so ito yung, so dahan-dahan bumukas yung pinto. Si coach, puro linya yung mukha, nakaganyan, tabi niya yung ilong. Kasi yung parang ang sarap ng tulog niya. Ang una kong inisip, Santa Lucia ako bukas. Sa Santa Lucia na ako lalaro. Talagang, and he could not react kasi he was in shock. Okay? So he was in shock. Ako naman, nakita niya, shock din ako na si Jho, katabi ng pinto. Alam niyo yung mga door frame ng mga 1 inch. Si Terry Thames nakatago. Kasi nakita niya si coach pala. So ako lang na nakita ni coach. Sabi ko, patay ako. Sabi ko, Santa Lucia na ako. Boss Buddy, please accept sa team mo. The worst part. So sabi ko, yung pinto, ganyan, no? Nakasak si Jho, shock na talaga. Yung pinto niya, ganyan, biglang dahan-dahan na lang. Sumara. Dahan-dahan, hindi niya sinlama. Dahan-dahan lang. Okay. So the next day, 3rd floor kami, balcony, lobby. So nasa lobby, no? Lahat sila nasa lobby. Ako nandun ako sa 3rd floor. Sabi ko, naku, si Jho nasa lobby. Kasama ni Philip Cesar. Nag-announce na si Ray, yung aming team manager. Sakay na sa bus. Sabi ko, sige, babaan na ako. Pagbukas pa lang ng elevator, tawa na lahat ng Hinebra. Philip Cesar, promotor, tawa na pati si Rino. Mga walang iya kayo. And then si Jho, sabi ko, lapit ako kay Jaworski, yakap ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, coach, sorry talaga. I can't say what he said. Ikaw, sa susunod, ayusin mo yung kilos mo. Ha? But he said something, of course, off cam. I can tell you what he said. I can't say it here, but he wasn't mad. He wasn't mad, okay? Ito matindi. Hinati yung team kasi yung flight namin, hindi kasya buong team. Nauna yung team, kasama ko ballboy pa uwi. Naiwan ako, sabi ko.
Okay na yun.
Simple naman ba? Okay na yun.
At least may trabaho ka pa.
At least pinauwi ka pa. Pwede iniwan ka na rin di ba?
Kaya totally kupal, sabi ko, totally kupal talaga. Sabi ko, I was gonna lose my job. Alam ko na talaga, sabi ko, Santa Lucia, Boss Buddy. Hinahanap ko pa nga, sabi ko, paano ko kontakin si Boss Buddy? Hihingi ako ng tulong, sabi ko, tanggal na talaga ako sa team.
Claude, what's our next photo? Sige. Tuloy mo lang, James. We want to make sure lang how many more we have for this house.
Ano yan?
Ayun. This is for the first half ito. Ayun, this is part of the page, di ba? Yung sinasabi mo kanina, Sid, no? Yung IMDb.
Yeah. You have your own IMDb page.
Look at that. Fresh to fresh, oh. Fresh to fresh si Jayvee dyan.
Yeah, that was my movie with, Daddy's Angel with Patricia. That was the pictorial.
Then on the job, what's that? On the
job.
On the job. Iba ba? Ano yung katabi? Pero yung on the left side is Vampira.
Yeah, on the job, on the right side, my role there was the parang hepe. I was the boss of Piolo. I'm not sure who. That was a long time ago, but
that's Piolo.
Piolo.
Yeah. So I was the hepe. The sad part about that was like they didn't tell me kung kailan yung second day na may linya na talaga akong sasabihin. I was at that time the regional athletic manager of Calabarzon. We had a game in Pangasinan. So they called me up, nasaan ka, Jayvee? Nandito ako sa Pangasinan. Wala naman nagsabi sa akin na may taping ngayon. So nobody told me. As in, I never got a call. I kept calling people. Wala. So we go to Pangasinan and I never made the day 2 ng shooting. And that's where I really learned a lot. That time, I don't know kung mayor pa si Joey Marquez. He was, I learned a lot from him. Guitarist performing, and it was a fun shoot. But it was not something for me to go back on. They just needed a taller hepe, taller than Piolo, and that's the reason why kinuha ako doon. At kaibigan ko naman si Don Monteverde at nakita ko ni Direk. So that's the reason why I made it to that movie. But it wasn't really. it was good, easy money and all that, but it wasn't in my heart anymore because my heart was at that time already trying to focus on giving back, and which is was inspired by my basketball and movie career. Yun nga,
Yun nga, pero yung tanong ko na lang doon, James, kasi nga, di ba, you had a basketball career. What made you go into the movies?
My brother makulit kasi my brother aswang yun eh. Yung sa aswang yun, may movie sila at that time. May gumagawa na ng movies. And Douglas Quijano already knew about me because of my brother Mike, because he was doing the movies with sila John Estrada and all these other people. Kontribida siya doon. So, and slowly, pumuputok na ang pangalan ko sa Ginebra, but because of Ginebra, not really because of me. And that's why till this day, I just give thanks to my being associated with that team. So, hindi talaga ako, ayun, may vampira pa pala. Ngayon ko lang nakita, yung sa kaliwa, vampira. That's where that's where I won an award. I was cited as best supporting actor. Talaga, you know, oo nga, natutuwa ako. It's one of those names na awards. And then I was cited also best supporting sa FAMAS, pero hindi ako nanalo. So, yun.
Na-nominate ka lang.
Na-nominate lang ako. Kaya ang sinasabi ko when I cover the games in MPBL, ang basketball player, maarte yan eh. Artista yan talaga. Kasi to fake a foul, sometimes you need to, di ba? Kailangan umarte. At doon ko natutunan yung pagka-arte ko. But what my people don't know, but what my people don't know, may background kasi. My dad kasi used to act on stage. He did repertory, Fiddler in the Roof, and he was the first Jesus Christ of Father Reuter. So, nandun na talaga. So,
nasa
kaya
jeans,
minsan, nasa jeans.
Although, and your brother does he still act? Si Mike, he still contributes no more na. But he used to be, no? If for those who are wondering who the Mike we've been talking about kanina pa, it's Mike Gayoso, elder brother of Jayvee. He's an actor. You've seen him. I'm sure you've seen him beat up somebody or something on TV.
Marami siyang mga pelikula, character actor. Kontrabida sa totoong buhay na, hindi na sa pelikula.
At ikaw pa rin ang bida, James. So, this is the last photo. This is the last photo for the first half of the time capsule, no? So, that was the first half of the time capsule. And so, we will remind everybody that we are part of the Globally Ballin Network. And there's another show on the network with Diego Dario and Jello Vito called Next Man Up. They're talking about Dwight Howard dominating in Taiwan with Isaac Go. So, catch that, Next Man Up on the Globally Ballin Network. You should listen to us on Spotify. Watch us. Send us some love. Rate us with a 5-star rating on Spotify, please. Para naman tumaas ang value ng AEOB. Become our monthly supporter for $4.99 or 250 pesos a month. And we will mention you on our future episodes. We will be forever thankful. Globally Ballin Southeast Asia on Facebook. Follow that because all the shows on the Globally Ballin Network get some airtime there on the Globally Ballin Southeast Asia. So, second part ng time capsule, tuloy-tuloy tayo rito, is brought to us by Nihao Bread Bakery Tagaytay. So, check out all the goodies delivering to Metro Manila, Cavite, and Laguna via Lala Move and Tok Tok. Nihao Bread Bakery Tagaytay. Sarap ng chibog. Yep. Okay yan. Di ba? Yep. Okay, so tuloy natin. No? First photo of the second half of our time capsule, please. Tinan mo naman, partner. Parang kasi Dennis Rodman. Parang Dennis Rodman photo to eh. Di ba? There's that famous Dennis Rodman photo.
Well, Dennis Rodman and Charles Barkley were my two favorite actually. It's the hustle place.
Sino nag-undercut sa'yo? Who undercut you?
Jho Jho. That's Jho. No. I think that's Jho Jho because this one, I don't know if he'll ever get to hear this. The toughest player I ever guarded was Jho Jho Lastimosa. And I have to apologize to him why I went all out. Because in my heart and in my mind, I wanted to play for Alaska. And every time we played Alaska, I wanted to outshine. I wanted to stop the best. I wanted to contribute. And most of my great games were against Alaska, just to show the owners that I wanted your team, but you guys never wanted me. And that's what inspired me. And then Jho Jho, toughest player to guard, sometimes I would limit him really low, but he would still get the crucial shot off. And that's how great he is. And he was very... antindi talaga, Jho Jho. Hats off talaga. And when he was playing in Ateneo College, I was in high school and I would watch him go jogging sa Ateneo campus and I would go, hayop, yung mga hita niya, Jolas legs talaga, lalaki, di ba? And I never thought, I guess nagkaroon kami ng mutual respect kasi hindi ko naman talaga siya sinasaktan. I just play tough defense. Although one time, yung import na sinuntok ako eh. Yung without even thinking, the time na sinuntok ako ng import nila, sinuntok ko rin siya. And then he stopped and looked at me. Sabi ko, sorry, I grabbed him. I go, sorry, Joe. Nag-react lang ako dun. Yung uncontrollable urge, nasuntok ko talaga si Jho Jho. Yeah. And nice of him, he didn't retaliate kasi sabi ko, sorry, Joe, kasi I guess nakita niya, sinuntok din ako because I did it.
Same reaction.
Chain reaction lang talaga. Sabi ko, nasuntok ko rin. Buti hindi ako nakita ng referee. Yung akin lang is, it was easier for me not to make Jho Jho receive the ball than for him to have the ball and try to defend. So that's why I would go all out sa mga picks. Kita ko ng picks, sinuntok ko talaga. Biglang nag-react na lang, sinuntok rin si Jho Jho. Pero sabi ko, wow. Well, anyway, totoo yun, Joe. So, sorry, Joe. Pasensya na.
Yeah, looking at this photo, though, it probably didn't end well for Jolas, ano? Kasi,
nadaga na ng ulo.
Well, not me.
Tinitignan mo rito, JV, tuhod ni Jawa. Baka malandingan ko tong tuhod na to. Living legend to.
Oo nga. Well, actually, kawawa siguro si Jolas dyan. Kasi si Coach, syempre, suporta kami in Ginebra kasi if somebody gets hurt, everybody will gang up on whoever. So, yun. I don't recall. Akin lang is, I hope I was wearing tight supporters then, and I don't know because, yeah, this can actually be.
Hindi na short shorts yan eh.
Medyo mahaba na.
Mahaba na ako. Medyo mahaba na.
Si Joe shorts pa rin.
Shorts pa rin.
Forever naman eh.
Ang tindi ng photo na yan. You mentioned Alaska. Bakit Alaska, James? Bakit type mo yung Alaska?
I wanted to play for Alaska. First, when I was watching them when the coach, si Coach Aquino, unang pasok nila si Joel Aquino, neighbors namin sa Moonwalk, Parañaque. So, and I really like the time when the Bruce brothers were there also playing, and when Bong Alba came in, and then Alex Araneta was there, June Reyes entered. And I wanted to play for that kind of and then of course my admiration for Tim Cone. I needed to play with somebody who was whiter than me kasi maputi nga complexion ko talaga. At bakit kaya tumatawa? I'm serious. Hindi, because I was an Alaska fan. I really was. No joke. I was an Alaska fan that never got to play for Alaska because I heard that they didn't like my style of play. I don't know what style of play that was. I never knew I had the style. I just
You just played.
I just played. Yeah.
Pero ganda ng photo na to. Yung nahanap ko tong photo, sabi ko, kailangan sali natin to dahil putya, acrobatic ka dyan eh.
And that can be sexual actually. Let's move on.
Yeah. Pwedeng swimming din. Next photo, please.
Very quickly lang about Alaska and before we go to Tanduay, JV.
Yes.
You mentioned Bong Alba kanina, he was called Mr. Excitement. And there was a time, nung first year mo, ikaw naman, you were called Mr. Excited. Kasi pag pumapasok ka off the bench, all out ka talaga, no? Pero it's kind of like parang a play on Mr. Excitement. How did you feel when you heard about that nickname?
Well, kasi good or bad, I never took it to heart. I wouldn't really. You have to understand my mindset. I knew I came back from a horrible history with regards to basketball. Good or bad that you do on court, there will be always the negative or the positive. Ako lang kasi is whatever was said about me sa start ng aking pagpasok, all they needed was time to see how I could contribute. Now, it was magnified. Si Dong Distrito, Kuya Dong Distrito, kasama ko yun sa MPBL, he was the one who said na super bilis talaga ng paa ko. And that's one thing I am proud of. It's the quickness. And I see Jarvey having the same thing, no? And that quickness actually magnified. Kasi lahat ng kasama ko mababagal, matatanda na. Kaya times 2 ang quickness ko. And that's the reason why yung sabi Mr. Excited, but I had to use my quickness because I didn't have the skills to penetrate. I can only move without the ball fast enough to get a pass. So I wasn't really known for my outside shooting in the PBA till they saw that I could shoot the ball. So later on, I wasn't really affected much because what hurt me the most was I wasn't really taken seriously as a basketball player because they all feature yung pang movie, pang artista, ganyan. So it wasn't a serious thing. And that's the reason why in my career, naglalagay ako ng bigote, because nga it was, they would say, guwapo lang yan, di naman marunong. So I wanted to be taken seriously. No, yeah, and sabi ko, it was tough to get over that. Tapos nung artista na ako, well, that was the financial side of it and the opportunity not to go to waste. So yun, ginawa ko rin yun. But I like that. Yeah, that's another thing. I was totally against it. Because syempre, conservative ako eh. Kaya yung mga kiss ko, ganyan, eto yung bibig. Nakabukas, ang pangit, tingnan. Ba't nakabukas ang mata mo? Para walang feelings. Diba? Kasi baka sabihin ng asawa ko, no, yeah, there were kissing scenes. Yeah. And then, ito matindi. I have to share this because this became, when you enter Regal Films, meron dun kung sino yung pinaka-palpak na actor, yung pinaka-maraming take. There was a scene, I don't know if you can see. Ito yung kamay ni Rufa, ito yung daliri ko, and my finger was supposed to go on top like that. All right? Okay, where do I go? All right. Yeah, so my finger was supposed to go on top like that. Kay Rufa, kamay ni Rufa yun. So yun lang ang kuha. Nanginginig yung kamay ko. Pagpasok ko sa Regal Field, parang nakalagay, Jayvee Gayoso, take 21. As in, that was a big joke in Regal Field. Take 21 or something to that effect. Sabi ko, nanginginig yung kamay ko. Di lang maayos, sabi ko. That was the first day I met Rufa pa at the time. So talagang, wow.
Malamang yung nag-adrenaline ka rin doon. Malamang yun din yun.
Probably. Pero that was about mga 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not, well, yeah, I can say it now, pero dati, bawal sabihin yun kasi puyat ka, may practice ka the next day.
May kumakamusta sa'yo. May nangangamusta, Hindi na mo, James.
Wow. Hi. Ernesto Loizaga. Haba. Hi,
Joey
guys.
Boy.
Hello. Oo nga. Hi, Jay Gay.
Jay Gay, bakit Jay Gay?
Kaya, siyempre, Teteng! Yan naman. Teteng, my brother! Yeah.
Joey.
He and Leo is actually gave me the best compliment. We had a game against Shell and nag-teammates kami, Leo, Coach Leo, and Brother Teteng. And in that game, we needed a crucial 3. Ultra ang game. I was off the bed and then silang pareho humirit. JB, pasok. Pinasa ko ni Coach. Immediately, as soon as I grabbed that ball, I launched it in front of Benji and made the shot. But it was the two of them who encouraged me and gave me that motivating factor to shoot. Sadly lang, everything that Coach Leo and Joey did was only basketball related. They kept the chicks to themselves.
Si Jho, Coach Leo pa with the bigote, ha? Mga mamamang may bigote silang dalawa. That's right.
Yeah.
Laglagan
they wouldn't share. Yeah, they wouldn't share. Akala ko mga kuya yan di ba? Mike at Bunny as well. Mike, kala mo, absueldo ka, isa ka pa.
Hindi nag-share.
Walang kinikwento si Mike nung nag-guest dito,
Wala
makinikwento si Mike.
May kwento. Okay, Mike, he's my brother, right? Okay, Mike and I. So, my first trip with Ginebra, we go to Cebu. Yun yung time na nag-earthquake sa Cebu, bumagsak yung bridge sa Cebu. That was 90s, all right? So, bumagsak ang bridge. So, ang daming tao sa pier kasi to cross over to Cebu, you had to ride the parang malaking bangka. Yeah. So, pababa. Nakikita ko, nasa gitna kami nila Bennett. Siyempre, sa likod kami yung banda, yung mga rubies. Uy, Don ang palayo. Wow, si Don pala. Lalabas si Don. Of course, huling-huli si Jho. Lalabas. Uy, Dante Gonzaga. May sulit. Lahat sila. Rico. Eto na, kami na. Nung turn ko na, Si Mike at Bunny! Mike at Bunny! That's my Mike at Bunny story. Kaya ako, Mike at Bunny, okay. Tapos pinagdasabi ko, dahil naman kay Mike. So, love you, Mike. Totoo yun. Proud. Happy ako doon. Yeah, because that was kakapalit pa lang. Bago pa lang talaga ako sa team. First time. Hindi ako nakita ng mga tao.
May kinikwento ko sa akin dati, madagdag ko alam, may kinikwento sa akin si Jayvee dati nung pinatid daw siya ni Abby King. Tapos pinagmayabang niya.
Ano yan? Rookie year ago, I was going for a loose ball. Okay, that time when I saw Abby King was a guest in your show. Sabi ko, hindi naman niya sinabi. Siguro sa dami ng pinatid niya, wala na siya. Hindi niya naman ako, I was going for the loose ball. Sabi ko, yari ka. He extended his foot. Baliktad talaga ako. Pinagkikwento ko yun. Pinatid ako ni Abby King. Tuntua ko. Yeah, I mean, idol eh. Okay, I'll give a story. It was Toyota versus Brazil in Loyola Center. Kaming magpipinsan nandun. Si Tonito Gonzalez, Bobong Gonzalez. Anyway, we were all there. We were watching the game. Abby King rebound against yung mga Brazilian. Hayop, halimaw. Toyota versus Brazil. Yun ang alam kong... Yeah. No, it was sa Loyola, basta it was one of those exhibition games. Anyway, and that's the reason, naging idol ko yun, si Abby King. And then, nung pinatid niya ako, wow, presto yata yun, with sila alang nahilig. Tuntua talaga ako. Sabi ko, yeah! Kasi ang ganda eh.
Kaya lumakarinig, pinatid, natuwa eh.
Crazy. That's a funny story talaga.
If you know someone else, sapakin ko yun. Abby King eh, idol.
So Abby was another one of your idols, aside from...
Yeah, Abby King, because he was just really a beast. I didn't like the hair, yung kulot na malaki. Alam ko, sa Sambeda pa. Silang Lachito, nanood kami. Kasi barkada namin yung mga nagda-drum sa Sambeda. Mga Rillo Brothers ang tatapa. Sila Joey yan, naglalaro sila sa Sambeda. Nanonood na ako noon. Si Joey kasi is about 20 years older than me. I love you, brother! I love you, brother.
We should have a show na may reunion na mga...
kayo. Riot yan. Pag pinagsama na si Joey at si Jayvee, patay tayo.
Tapos si Pido.
Pero James, so nag-champion ka agad, di ba? First conference mo pala, nanalo na kayo. But there was a long drought for Ginebra. Those were some tough conferences for you guys. Partner, then finally pumasok sila Marlo and all that. How was that? I mean, sikat nga kayo, favorite na mga fans, pero baduy naman yung record nyo eh. Anong pakiramdam nyo nun? Wala ka okay lang?
No. I was Jaworski and I, Coach Jaworski and I. See, I call him Jaworski kasi close now, but no, Coach Jaworski and I had that. But the picture you have there is Tanduay. That's the rookie.
Tanduay na yan.
Yeah. Yeah, so well in that time kasi I was confronted by Jaworski because I went to management kasi I was getting older and I go the players we have were not like when I was a rookie, the true professionals that you would see sila Distrito. Wow, grabe yung training. Jaworski did not need to say work hard. Jaworski did not need to say tsaga, depensa, all up. He did not need to say. Yung sila Philip Cesar, lahat sila, pukpukan. To the point na lahat ng tahi ko sa mukha, 4 yan. Sa practice ng Ginebra. That's how intense. Diretso ko, Maki de Hoya, isang tahi kay Maki de Hoya. But that was latter part because when the Marlo Aquino team came in, ganun na naman. Hard practice na naman kami. Physical na naman kami. But the time that we had that lull, it was frustrating. I told Bernabe Navarro my sentiments. So tinawag ako ni Jaworski. And I think that was the time Coach Jaworski knew my heart was for him and his team. Because I was teary-eyed when I told him, I'm sick and tired of losing. I'm sick and tired of the attitude. He asked me, what do you think should I do? Jaworski, the living legend, asks me, what do you think should I do? And you know what my bright response was? Di ko nga alam, coach eh. That's all I could say! I didn't expect him to ask me my opinion. Di ba? That's all I could say. I didn't know what to say, but except for the fact that we just have to work hard and we have to go through this. And then suddenly the building. Yeah. If you notice my career, when I played with the older generation, my rookie year, I would move without the ball. But when we had Marlo and Bal, I would just stand and wait. So totally shift ang aking pagpasok. I found it exciting doing the cutting and moving without the ball and scoring and nagiging highlight. But it was also fun having the two post-up presence sa loob, and we would just pass and wait for the shot. I became a spot-up shooter. That's why I didn't need to run. After practice, I can drink the night out. Hindi na kailangan tumagal. Ganun talaga. But it was fun. It was fun. Sinful life of mine. Nakakatawa.
Pero iba, siyempre, tagal mo nga sa Ginebra. No? Sige.
Tagal.
Well, after Ginebra, what made you leave Ginebra and seek another team?
After Ginebra, the controversial part there is when San Miguel already bought, I don't know the term, in Ginebra. Latondenya kasi ako, hindi ako San Miguel, Ginebra. I was a Latondenya, Ginebra. Yeah. And when that was taken, I assumed na hindi na ako kukunin. Now, but you need to understand, after the Chris King Championship and...
97.
Sorry. No. Yeah. 2 years before the Chris King Championship, I wanted to retire. No, I didn't want to play. Basketball wasn't in my heart. Iiyak nga ako. I would wake up and naluluha ako. Practice na naman. Yan. It wasn't... I was a bad example. Yeah, naging trabaho. And I was a bad example of what a professional player should be. Ang lamang ko lang for me to play 11 years is I knew how to get around. People think you have to shoot well to stay long in the PBA. No, you don't. You have to play great defense to stay long in the PBA. And that was my secret. Buti na lang, nakakashoot din ako. But you have to take, you have to practice. I spent the night before the game, so sa umaga, nakabato na ako ng 500 minimum 3-point shots, aside from jump shots, before a game. Pupunta ako sa Citadela, binaalaga. The person who would see me there would si Tagalasal, tall guy, Santa Lucia player. Oh my God, sorry. Nakalimutan ko. Jun Limpot lives there in Citadela. Yeah, Jun Limpot would see me there. Kaya nakita niya, nagsushooting talaga ako doon. And I would shoot minimum of 500 made 3-point shots before a game. So by the time I get to the game, yung unang pukol ko is not my first. And that's the reason why I was able to contribute. And that's what I want to tell players now. You don't have to be a great shooter. You just have to put it in when it's needed. And what builds the confidence to take that shot? It's constant practice. It's developing that habit or that mental muscle memory. Pag na-build mo yon, kahit anong gawin mo, hindi mo na nga tinitignan. And most of my shots, di ko na nakikitang pumapasok kasi may umaharang na. But alam ko, pasok. Alam ko na, release ko pa lang. It helped me out. And plus the defense, because I was just intimidating, I guess. And laking tulong ko kay... si Tompkins. Remember Tompkins played for Smith?
Of course. Ronnie Tompkins.
Yeah. Ronnie Tompkins.
The late Ronnie Tompkins.
Oh, really? So now I don't want to make kwento.
Oh, go. Kwento. I'm sure you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
So anyway,
2003
Ronnie
pa yata na heart attack, diba?
Yeah. So I was going...
No,
kasama namin sila Marlo. Anyway, kasama namin sila Marlo nun and Nolly. That I know very much because... So I was going around the pick. Tinira niya ako. Inupakan ko talaga. Ako mautak ako kasi I would also trade. Si Attorney Charlie, do you remember Tupper Ricketts and Bakbakan? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Redford White. Pumupunta sa bahay ko. Tisoy! Pumupunta sa bahay ko, nagtinuturuan ako pero okay, but now people know. Okay, anyway, so tinuturuan ako kung saan susundok. So I knew how to protect myself. So I knew how to be tough. Pero I'm the most cowardly person ever in the court. Sinunto ko, pang! Nung nakita ko, sumugod sa akin si Tompkins. Ito lang pinakita ko, which tinuro ni Redford. First, the finger, point to his face, straight to the eyes, and your eyes. Pakita mo, artista eh. Pampira. Oh. When I did that, nakita ko yung mata ni Tompkins, ganito. Gumanon yung mata ni Tompkins. Nung gumanon, hindi ako tumakbo. Nung gumanon yung mata niya, hindi niya alam, nasa likod si Marlo at si Noli. Kaya malakas loob ko. Pero hindi naman ako makikipag-away. So anyway, after that, lahat ng import takot sa akin. So there was one time we had a gathering of Ginebra players. We were in one of those bars or discos or whatever. Yung mayakap sa akin bigla, sabi ko, yung mayakap itong mga lokong to. Niyakap ako because sila siguro takot kay Tompkins. Pinakita ko hindi ako takot. Pero my ano was here. I can't say it, you know.
So you said it already kanina. You said it
with Jho.
That was the living eggs of Jho.
Ronnie Tompkins, talagang tinuro mo lang.
The
Parang may
living
power.
eggs.
Tinuro ko lang. Talagang vampira.
Mga imports may power ka eh. Pag tumuro ka, pare.
Yeah, totoo. Yeah, and that's what I learned. That's how I was able to, I guess, get the respect of all the other
Tapos lumipat ka nga sa Tanduay. So, because nga, di ba, the San Miguel thing happened and then you're in Tanduay. How do you find yourself in Tanduay?
No, I was in the States and I was in the States kasi I wanted to work there. I was there na and Alchua gives me a call. Alchua gives me a call asking me to play again. And then through a mutual friend, Kerwin Lo, dorm mate ko, isa sa mga best men ko sa Kasal, worked alongside with the late boss Bong Tan. And they were offering me an opportunity. Sabi ko, ayoko na talaga maglaro. Sige na, Jayvee, kailangan ko ng veterano. Coach Al. And I'll go back to Coach Al kasi may atraso sa akin si Coach Al. So Coach Al asked me to play. And ako, sige. And then when he mentioned the 3-year contract and how much it was, I took the first plane back. So sabi ko, uwi ako. So I played for Tanduay, you know. I played for Tanduay and that was a great team. And of course, at that time wala kaming makuhang player because bagong setup pa lang. And then eventually Jeff Carriazo and Don Hontiveros came in. Yun. And pero it was this league. Wala ba si Pido? Parang hindi ko makikita si Pido.
Gitna.
So yung may hawak ng bola.
With the ball.
Payat eh. Babawi ako sa'yo, Pido. No, actually I didn't. No, dito kasi parang ang puti. Anyway. Parang naka-unibrow pa nga ako. Bobby Jose was also, I need to know, Bobby Jose was a teammate of mine in Ginebra. He was part of that era in Ginebra na puro kami talo. And Maki De Hoya as well, so tatlo kami. And I really need to thank Bobby and Maki for accompanying me to yung movie na pinanood namin. Sila sumama sa akin kasi hiyang-hiya ako pumasok. Pumasok kami, nanood kami. I don't remember where it was that we watched, pero sila sinamahan nila ako watching that. Anyway, I just mentioned that because I saw Bobby and I'm really grateful with everybody there. Jomer Rubiz there pala. Di ba, nandyan. Nakakatuwa yan. So anyway, I ended up playing with that team, but I was actually more of just coming off the bench. Pag hindi nag-click si Pido or si Bobby, I'm the third man in. And I think I had one decent game there against Alaska. Because yun nga talaga, every time I played against Alaska, I wanted to go all out and be the best I could be. And I remember I was, tatlo kami MVP sa game na yon sa Alaska in that year. I was there with Eric and Sonny as MVP. We entered the finals beating Yan yung, I don't know if you remember, si Sonny Alvarado did this to Tim Cohn. Do you guys remember that? And then nagkagulo sa court. Anyway, bad thing that Sonny did, but hindi niya alam. Not to Tim Cohn.
I want to talk about Sonny Alvarado also, Jayvee. When Sonny Alvarado came in, alam mo bang legit to or nagduda ka na kaagad? Seryoso? Lalo siya. Pwede natin pag-usapan.
I need to pee. We had an idea that he wasn't legit, but it made it easier for us to accept because majority of the other teams also had
Yeah,
illegit.
that was the time.
Yeah. So, and
That
that's why we just happen to have the better player among the rest. Diba?
Yeah,
Ganon. So, and he was, this guy, really nice guy, but just didn't. Sana naging import na lang siya. But when Ira Clark came in, I don't know if you remember Ira Clark.
Yeah, of course.
It was through Ira Clark's mouth that I heard na, when were you ever a Filipino? So I couldn't care less. I mean, been there, done that, earned my money, and went home. But that was another controversial situation for me, and that's why after that I didn't want anymore. And nung nag-separate yan, nung nag-separate ang Tanduay team, because ang alam ko si Boss Lucio Tan didn't want Boss Bong to really set up his team. It was just it was expense lang for them. He didn't really want it, but that's another story.
Yeah. Wait, who's the fellow beside you? Between you and Pido?
Don Camaso, di ba?
Alforque.
Rene Alforque. And then,
Camaso.
Then after that, Pido, then Jome Ruby, and then who's after Jome Ruby?
Oh my God, he's gonna kill me. Buhay.
Si Bughaw. Derek Bughaw.
Derek Bughaw.
Yeah.
So then the rest I know already. The rest I can recognize.
Bughaw. Oh,
Jason
Jason
Webb
pala on the right.
Alforque's son.
Yeah, Jason Webb.
Alforque's son plays now, di ba? Alforque's son
for
plays
UE ba?
FEU, I think.
FEU?
FEU,
yeah. One of those teams.
Chris Cantonos, andyan din.
Cantonos. Malvin Magpantay, di ba?
Teka, sino yung katabi ni Alvarado sa ni Jason?
Di ba si Telan?
Telan ba yun?
Mark Telan.
Okay. Medyo lumaki na yung katawan niya dyan. Yeah, medyo lumaki na yung katawan niya dyan.
So your career went... Oh, sige, go ahead. What about Mark?
No, I just wanted to say about Mark Telan. He was just... That guy would just laugh every time I would do something. Sometimes I would come into serious practice with my... Yung t-shirt ko nakapasok dito, parang nakatupis ako. Tatawa lang yan. And that guy, I enjoyed hanging out with him. He's one of the craziest guys there. And etong si Jason Webb, another crazy lunatic in that team, and just made things fun for us there. Yeah, he would get serious when he comes to playing, but off the court, napakasayang kasama mga yan. Napakasaya. They were bad influence actually sa akin career. Bad influence lahat.
Ikaw yung veterano, hoy?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Diba?
Okay, what's the next photo?
So when did you decide to hang it up, James? Para yun na nga, yung nawala yung Tanduay, pass ka na, ayaw mo na.
Yeah, and that's why later I'll mention my apology list. I was being asked to play again. Boss Buddy asked me to play. Sabi ko, ayoko na. But yun nga, nabanggit ko, 2 years before that, I didn't want anymore. Before the championship namin sa Chris King. And that's the reason why ako yung huling sinasign up ni Jho. At nagte-train na ako. I was training already in the office. Akala ko magiging coaching staff na ako. So I was joking around with sila Noel and Marlo. Guys, wag niyo naman ako tawagin JV. Coach JV naman tawag niyo sa akin. Mag-practice na kayo. Mag-practice na kayo. So they would just laugh. Sabi, magiging coach na ako. Kasi I was training na in the office. And then yun nga, it was purchased by San Miguel or something to that effect.
Okay. What's the next photo? Ayan.
Oh my gosh. This was about, that's 40 plus pounds ago. When I retired and before doing the Legends gathering, I went around the Philippines because I hit major depression. Since the 5 S's in my life, 5 S's, diba? Shoes, socks, supporter, short shirt. Yun ang ititrain sa'yo ng tatay ko mula nung player pa kaming football hanggang sa tumanda na 5 S's, shoes, socks, supporter, short shirts. So, nung nawala na yung era na yon, and people might think, what's so big about those 5 S's? It was already instituted in me of why I would go to the gym. And then when it stopped, I hit major depression. So, inikot ko ang buong Pilipinas. Naging mangingisda ako. I went fishing. I went to San Vicente. I went everywhere. Because of my friends, my childhood friends, si Boy Brion and si Jun Limcao, all these people, si Cap Ding Manas, they would take me fishing, and it really relieved me of that sadness and depression, and and that's why I gained in BF Homes Parañaque, dun sa may supermarket, meron yung weighing scale na pag tumapa ka, umiikot. Malaki siya, mas malaki pa sa atin, malaki. Tapos yung pag tumapa ka, yung weigh aakyat. Nung lumampas ng 265, bumaba na ako. Sabi ko, ayoko na makita yon. 265 pounds. And when we got together sa Legends, si Ato Agustin was the first one to hug me kasi karal niya teddy bear. Para akong teddy bear. Major. Totoo. And this was one of those experiences with the guys again. But I actually retired. I told Ballin, Noel, they were once handling it. Ayoko na maglaro. Although, pa-plug ko lang, December 11, lalaro po kami Legends sa Baguio, December 11.
Baguio.
Nice. So they invited me. 6 lang yata kami.
Ingat lang, baka ma-injure ka. Si Noli na-injure, di ba? Couple of years
ago. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why nga, I already announcing now, hindi ako makakatakbo dahil may hernia ako. I have liver problems, kidney problems, and all that. It's just happening. Baka asahan pa akong tumakbo. But this was a great gathering. Nakakatawa naman. Pastor Benny Cheng! Ha?
Oo.
Oo nga. Lagi sila the best! Ito may kwento ko, Benny Cheng. Okay, so the best thing about the Legend is the bus trip. Alright? Doon mo makikita si Sunny Cabato at si Benny, lagi yan away discussion about the Lord.
About the Lord. Grabe, no?
Kasi nga,
that's always so ironic for me. That's always so ironic for me. Fighting about the Lord.
Kasi nga, iba-iba silang, one was Catholic, one is born again. So they just totally clash. And it's fun to listen, si Brother Benny and I he was one of my motivators to get into active service. So maybe later we can talk about that. But other than that was the fun thing. And then sabi ko lang kay Benny, alam mo Benny, enforcer ka nun naninira ka. Tapos ngayon, siguro, may nakikinig ba sa'yo? Parang gano'n, di ba? But it's nice. He's just very into it. And it's
iba yung tandem nila ni Wilmer, no? Si Wilmer at si Benny Cheng. Talagang, pag mahuli ka sa gitna ng dalawa, you're fearing for your life.
And don't forget, Noli was on the offense. The physicality, Maki De Hoya.
No, naman.
Maki D. Si Maki De Hoya, tinalo niya bunong braso lahat ng import. Ganon katindi yung
Wow,
bato yun.
That's impressive.
Hindi. Walang nakatalo sa kanya. Wala. Doon ako believe. Tsaka hindi siya singkit. Yung mga iba, nahihirapan kaya nagiging singkit. Wilman at si Maki hindi. Laki ng mata ni Maki. Malaki.
Anong may photo pa ba tayo after this? Clark?
Yeah.
What's the next one? Let's look at the next one. Ayun, and there's your guy, and there's some of the legends as well. The Ginebra former players pala, not all legends, but mostly.
Look at Joey Loy and the cornered bottom. Look at him, man. Yeah, that was the recent gathering that we had in Araneta. Yeah, those are my struggling days. Yeah,
Well, you look really happy, partner, there,
because nga, nandyan na naman yung mga kaibigan. But the person actually who was helping me out was Dodot Jaworski, Vice Mayor Dodot Jaworski. And he, hats off to him. He helped me get through the most trying times of my life. So, heat up.
So what are you doing now? What keeps you busy now, James?
I have to start from July. I was covering games. I was covering games for MPBL, and then I stopped for several reasons, which I don't want to get into that now because. But what inspired me, kasi I would survive by teaching kids hand-eye foot coordination, using basketball as a tool. Right now, I'm now active in Alfonso Cavite, but it stopped. August 1, I decided to just commit my life to the Lord, and I wanted this to share because when everybody on Facebook would do their own. I see people complaining. I see people trying to do their own thing, and I go. And the Lord was saying, I sent COVID for you guys to turn to me, and that's what I did. So I just devoted my time. I would hear. Listen to this. I would hear Catholic Mass, and even my churchgoers. I'm born again Christian, Wisdom Church. My heart and soul. At 2016 I changed, but I would attend Catholic Mass weekdays because I told the Lord I'm doing this for my kids because my kids are Catholic, and since I don't know if they have time, that's the only thing I can give back to them because I was not earning. So I would hear Mass, and then I would also attend my church Mass online. We had the daily word dun sa Wisdom Church. And I would attend Sunday. I would watch kasi takot ako dahil meron akong may COVID. So I would attend. And it was just a total devotion to that. Just prayer. And then I have my Bible reading and all that. And then I got a job. Tumawag sa akin, Jayvee, si Sidel, balik ka daw sa MPBL. Okay na, everything's okay. Sabi ko, sige, I'll go back. And then somebody gives me a call, si Ma'am Pinky of Wisdom Church. Sabi niya, gusto mo ba magturo sa Alfonso? Yes! Because here's the thing that I learned, and I want to share to everyone. People give when they can. I couldn't give anything. So I didn't want to stay at home and just waste my time away. I would try to give. I gave even more when I didn't have anything to give. And that might be a cliche, but that's the reason why I have this work now. So I'm doing MPBL and I'm doing Alfonso. I started out with 20 kids. Now we have 143 kids that I'm teaching in Alfonso, and we're trying to generate income. Here's the sad part about it. Many more want but cannot afford. And and one of the reasons why I'm doing this show, if somebody hears, it's tough kasi to just give. And you have to prove. Here's the sad thing about COVID also, maraming lumabas na satanas sa buhay ng Pinoy. Ang daming scammers, ang daming fake. Well, I'm not a fake. I'm not a scammer. You'll see me. Ito, makikita niyo sa show na to. If I ever do run away with your money, habulin niyo yung 3 tao dyan sa tabi ng inyong screen.
Akala ko may moment of seriousness na tayo. Wala pa rin pala.
No,
Abogado naman yung
it is.
isa eh.
Yeah, no, it's no. I have to insert that because I can. And one of the reasons why I have my ministry, I talk about the Lord and I share. And this is something I will share. Okay, just to give an idea for everyone. So in this most trying time of my life, I understood that God plays basketball, and I cannot speak in a stage to talk to people. You put me in a court with 100,000 people there, I'll talk about the Lord. I'm at home there because everything I will share is about basketball. Here, questions I will ask the 3 of you. In a crowd, in Araneta or Ultra, sino ang nanonood? Muslim? Born again? Catholic? You don't know. And basketball brings everybody together. But it is only the belief in the religion that dissects everybody, that gives that division. When I was teaching in AMBAC, All Malaysian Basketball Academy. Basketball in Malaysia, Chinese lang, Muslim lang, mayan na unite namin. My experiences of teaching basketball led me to understand why limit. So when I go, and sometimes I watch Iglesia ni Cristo channel, I get insight on how to reach kids I teach who have different religions. And that's why when they ask me, ano religion mo? Well, my heart is born again. My background is Catholic. But the true answer is I don't have any because I support all the players who attend my teaching and I pray with them. They're Muslim, they're Islam, they're born again, they're Catholic. But I do attend everything and listen to everything. Why limit myself to listening only to one church? I'll give an example about Hillsong. Hillsong, very active, but now they have controversies as well and they no longer exist. So, yeah, diba? So, I don't want to get into that nitty-gritty. But ito lang ay i-share ko about the Lord. Okay? Prayer kasi, we all say we pray, but things don't happen when we want them to happen. So, kulang ang prayer. Alam mo, dati I would shoot three-point shots, 500. Kinikwento ko sa inyo. I would shoot 500 3-point shots para manalo or at least maganda ang aking pinapakita sa mga tao pag ako'y tumitira. Alright? Pero natatalo pa rin eh. It came to a point, and the person I love the most, who made me a better 3-point shooter, Coach Pido Harencio. Oo. Yung taong coach ngayon na wala nang leeg, cute na. Ano yun? Si Coach Pido Harencio is one of the best shooters, greatest shooters para sa akin. He'll kill you. So in practice, Pido, natatanda mo, kaming dalawa, 3-point shooting contest. Later on, sumali na si Jason Webb sa amin. 3-point shooting kami, Hinebra. Before practice, 3-point shooting. Bakit? 1, there's the competition. 2, it's building the relationship with Pido. We trusted each other na. I knew that if I passed that ball to Pido, pasok yun. Oh, he got to a point and when he would pass that ball to me, pasok yun. So we helped each other out. So in prayer, we may pray every day, but it's not enough. We need to pray with someone. So it takes two to pray. You pray together. Sabi nga nila, family that prays together stays together. But here's the thing. Praying with someone still wasn't enough. Kami ni Pido, nagpa-practice kami. Bakit natatalo pa rin? Well, it takes 5 guys to play basketball. And you need to pass that ball. He needs to pass to someone else. I need to pass to someone else. And passing that ball to someone else builds the confidence of that player. It's my way of telling you, I trust you. Shoot that ball. And if you miss, we motivate you even more by passing that ball again. Continue to miss. One day, that person will start practicing his shots, and he will be better. And by giving it and sharing, in partnership. This time, it's like praying by myself, praying with Pido, and the third is praying for someone. And that's the Holy Trinity pala of prayer and why it becomes effective. Praying for the self, praying with someone, and praying for someone. And basketball has brought me that. I had the basketball experience first. And then when I started reading the Bible, then I realized, si God nagbabasketball. Si God nagbabasketball. He went to all the... Isipin mo, ang basketball lang pinupuri ang pagnanakaw. I always say that. Sa basketball lang pinupuri ang pagnanakaw. Bakit? Jesus went to all the sinners. And that's the reason why, for some funny reason, the Lord gave me this. And that's the reason why ever since I retired, I wanted to give back. I wanted, because I am not financially capable, I wanted to reach out to get somebody's rich money, all these rich people, give me the money so I can give to others. And when people were asking me, ano bang ginagawa mo today? You asked me that earlier, Charlie. I'm a professional beggar. I beg for money to give to other people. And I give hats off, Kerwin Law, my roommate before in Ateneo dorm, when things were before COVID, everything and anything I needed for my athletes, he would send checks to the school. I would just ask for money because I'm not a rich person, and I don't think I ever will be, because even when I didn't have money, hindi ko naman pinupuri, but I would find a way to give. I would find a way to be able to share, because yun nga sa Luke 21, di ba? Luke 21 or Luke 12, kasi baliktad yung number. Anyway, yung babae nga gave 2 coins, di ba? At sabi ni Jesus, she gave more than all the rich in the world. And for me, I just ended up having more friends by helping them. And if I hurt them by helping them, I can't. My apologies to whoever was hurt. Kasi kahit pa paano, hindi ko matutulungan lahat eh. Yun nga sinabi sa akin, ito yung malupit. Maybe even if I had billions and billions, I'll try to help everybody. And it's not something I would just pocket, and it's not in my nature to do so. It never was. And that's why even as a basketball player, which I share to a lot of basketball players now, MPBL, sinasabi ko, hindi porket 3-point shooter ka titira ka lagi pagtanggap mo. Hindi talaga. That's not a great shooter. Think about it. It's not a great shooter. And in my experience, when you are a great shooter and you attract 2 or 3 guys running at you, there's somebody free. Find that guy. He has a better chance. And that's the reason why when you are totally free, then you can make it. And oftentimes, sabihin ng tayo, hindi ko titira yun. Hindi ko talaga. I will never force that shot unless syempre dying seconds na lang. Ano? And that's why I'll go back to the prayer to all the viewers. No? We all pray every day. Make it more effective, pray with someone. Even more effective, pray for someone. And that's what I extend to all and everybody I teach. And that's why, even in training, don't just train alone. Don't just study alone. Study with someone. And then try to Yun nga lang, yung train and share your to others. Parang secrets to my success. It's the only thing that I share. And that's it now.
Right. Amen to that part.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, of course, James. So anybody who wants to help out with JV's programs for his kids, you can pass through us. Just send us a message on AEOB. We will relay you to Jayvee Gayoso for that. Okay. What's the last photo already, Claude? The one that's there? No. Okay. Now let's show that one first. Here's the showbiz career and then the sportscasting career, which intertwined with Trish Roque, our good friend from UP. Who was your co-star in that little Daddy's Little Angel, and then became our courtside reporter. There's a fellow who commented. His name's Javi Palanya. He says that you were his first partner in the MPBL coverage.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I was your last partner in the PBA coverage. Remember?
I was your first partner in the PBA coverage. Pwede ba yun? I was your first partner in the PBA coverage.
So I was your last partner in the PBA coverage. Blackwater versus Phoenix ang game natin, partner.
I didn't want you to bring that back up because
no, I'm just saying the same.
Wala na yun.
That wasn't my fault though. That wasn't my fault.
Pero can I just share? First day, di ba may kasabihan tayo, pag may bago sa panel, may nangyayari. So nasa Mall of Asia kami, we're doing a regular double header. First time ng Jayvee Gayoso. O sige, partner ko si Jayvee Gayoso. Tapos sa kabila, first time naman ng Chuck Araneta mag-cover para sa PBA Rush. Dalawang first-timer. Nakita namin, awa ng Diyos, first game double overtime, second game double overtime. Yan. Awa ng Diyos talaga. Umuwi kami MOA noon alas 11 na ng gabi. Thanks to Jayvee Gayoso and of course Chuck Araneta.
Chuck Araneta, ako now, I'm worried, narinig siguro ng mga MPBL people to. Ngayon, hindi nila ako isasign, hindi ako patatawagan. Si Sidel Tupas para ng malas.
Hindi, yun talaga. Pero sinabi si Sidel Tupas, ikaw ang partner na naging super sikat si Sidel Tupas pagkatapos nun.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, wag na yun, guys. He's very sensitive about that.
Tumikat si Sidel Tupas. Kasama si Jayvee Gayoso.
May nagtatanong na how to send for JV. You just shoot us a message. We'll get JV's contact details to you, so you can please, Mr. Vega. Okay, please.
Thank you very much.
What's the last? Is there a last photo for this set?
I hope it's one with Jarvey because I wanted to ask a Jarvey question.
Next photo na, please.
Sheila Manaysay, nagbati.
Okay, let's talk about your son. May question ka, Noel, about him or just
I just wanted to know because because you talked about the Ocampo genes, you talked about the Gayoso genes, but this kid is special. And when did you discover that he was really? For me, I think he's like the best one right now in the Philippines.
Thank you.
So when did you discover that Jarvey was this kind of a special athlete?
3-4 years old. The way he would play. The mom would always bring him to practices in soccer. Me, I would see him play basketball. Here's the thing: the reaction he has on the basketball court. Magaling din tong bata to. His reaction is second nature. It's something he never learned. But he would do things the right way. And that's the reason why I told Ricky Palou one time, Ricky, meron akong special na player. But he didn't take me seriously because all dads will say that about their son.
Yeah.
And I go, what he doesn't realize is I've seen hundreds and thousands of players, both basketball, volleyball, and this guy is natural in soccer. And when I saw him participate lang at a young level, when the TV spotlight hit him, people were celebrating his ability. For me, it was just one of those things that happened when he was young, and it was so natural for him. What they don't know, he's ambidextrous. And there was one time we were in Mall of Asia. He had a soccer game. The goal, he was standing on the left side of the goal. All right, so he was supposed to kick this parang, I don't know what you call it, penalty kick, whatever. So he positions himself so that he can use his right foot to kick the ball. All right? So nag-set up ang wall. Diba? Ang soccer defense magse-set up ng wall. And you know what he did? At very young age, wala pa siyang high school noon. He was in Ateneo. He decides when the whistle was blown, he went to the left side and kicked it with his left. No instructions from anyone. He saw that his right foot could kick that ball, but it was being blocked. So he ran to the left and kicked with the left. How many will react that way at that young an age. And when I saw him do that, I go, damn, this is something different. But he would just never, he would do things that would never surprise me. The only sad issue about my son, I stayed away from him. The Ateneo event, the issue that happened to me, this one no one will believe. When it happened to me, and I would go home and I would ride the trip home and I'm by myself, the first thing I worried about was, wow, pag may anak ako, what will they say about my son? Kasi kids will joke around. And I know, growing up in it, they'll joke around. Oh, yung tatay mo, ganyan eh. They'll joke around. Yung tatay mo, kilala ng tatay mo, yan yung nagano eh. And that was my biggest concern. Si Direk Alneri, I asked Direk Alneri, please stop mentioning that he's my son. I went to that extent. And thanks to him, they stopped mentioning that he was my son. Because I wanted to distance myself. I would rarely be seen there. And when I do, kinukuna naman ako ng letrato with him because it was a rare thing. That's why many did not know he was my son. Kala nila, anak ni Mike. And that's why, I know. And I had to do that. Why? Because of my fear of how they might treat him. Kasi never mind me. You can call me all the bad things you want, and that's understandable. Been there, done that. Mm-hmm. But do not hurt my children. Then I will not be able to control what I do. Yeah. And that's why I'm happy naman for that na he was treated well by the community. Hats off ako. Salamat sa Ateneo community that, he was well deserved and well accepted. And yun lang. And to the Ocampo family for their full support. Yeah, the Ocampo family. Thank you so much for their support for my kids.
He won a couple of championships also. He won a couple of championships for Ateneo.
Yeah, he did.
Star player. He was MVP of UAAP. And now, most recently, he got another call-up. Yeah, he got another call-up for the AFF championship this December. So sa training pool din siya ng Pascal. So,
Right.
So ako multiple position nilalaro eh. One game fullback, next game forward. Parang I've never seen this happen before.
Yeah, but I think he's really best as a striker. For me, I watched him sa pala.
Well, yeah, but see, the coaches have to. I understand the coaches because may material sila sa team na nawawala na ng position if they maintain Jarvey in that position. So to build back their confidence, they move Jarvey around. Jarvey naman doesn't really mind. The nicest thing that happened when they played in Iloilo, I heard that Jarvey didn't start the game in Iloilo. They were playing against the undefeated team, and on the 78th minute, the game was tied, and Jarvey scored a goal coming off the bench, and it was for me a highlight that just made me proud. I was covering a game, so I couldn't really celebrate, but happy ako for him because he would be coming off the bench na, and for whatever reason it may be, happy for him that he was able to score the winning goal. So yun, hats off talaga.
Yeah, we wish him the best. I mean, because siyempre,
Thank you.
The future of Philippine football, medyo Ascals, medyo nag-dip ng konti the past couple of years. We want them to go back up again to the popularity that they had some years ago. Ilang taon na ba si Jarvey ngayon, James?
Oh, wow. You're gonna put me in a spot. 25, probably 20 mid-20s.
Got some good years still coming up. So we wish him the best. And I'm sure you're really proud of him, James. Alam mo, dami pa natin pwedeng pag-usapan, with Jayvee. It's crazy, but of course, we're under some sort of time pressure. We can't go on for an eternity, even if that's the name of our show. So, James, we need to enter the final part. We call it the Twilight Zone of our show, meaning that we're in the last 2 minutes. We're about to end. And in the Twilight Zone, we have some segments. Our first segment is a segment called X's or O's. It's brought to us by hinilabanfarms.com. Hinilaban Farms. You check them out on hinilabanstore.com. Lazada and Shopee, you can buy their products. Adlai, which is a rice substitute, really good stuff. Flour and coffee, their coffee is excellent as well, diba Sid? So, pasok tayo sa X's or O's. James, I'll give you some choices. Just hit me with your choice. Just tell me which is your choice. You don't have to explain why you chose. It's a list. We'll go down the list, okay? Number one.
All right.
Number one, 1991 First Conference Championship or 1997 Commissioner's Cup Championship.
97.
97. That's the Chris King, di ba?
That's the
Yeah.
Chris King.
Okay.
Yeah, I would choose that. Do I have to explain why?
No, you don't, you
Oh,
don't have to. Philip Cesar or Chito Loizaga? Sama tingin sa akin.
Well, first, Philip Cesar. Because he was my first. He was my
idol.
first. Yeah, first idol ko yun eh.
Okay.
Sorry, Chip.
Okay, si Chito, the guy who helped you get into Ginebra. Okay. Dante Gonzalo, Don Ampalayo.
Wow.
That's
You're gonna make them hate me. You're gonna make them hate me, my gosh. Ty.
Sorry. Pwede yun.
Pwede naman yan.
Ito. Yung mga mamang may bigote, Rudy Distrito or Leo Isaac?
I'm working with Rudy now. So if I pick Leo, baka sapakin ako ni Kuya Dong.
Plus, he's the head of security pa, di ba?
Head of security. Coach Leo, pasensya na. Rudy Distrito.
Rudy. Okay. Ito. Pido Harenso or Bal David?
Pahirap ba ng pahirap?
No, kasi Pido Harenso, pag binigyan niya ako ng assistant coach's job dyan, I'll pick him.
Pwede rin naman sa UST.
So now you're choosing Bal. Ganun ba yun?
Alam mo kasi hindi ako pwede mag-coach sa UST because that will be another controversy. But mahal ko si Bal. No joke. Without Bal, marami akong story kay Bal. But without Bal sa team namin, laking bagay. Yeah.
So ano? Sino nga? Bal or Pido?
Talaga yung pushing it, ano?
Tabla na naman. Tabla. Pwede naman tabla.
Pido, bigyan mo ako ng trabaho dyan.
Bennett Palad or Maki De Hoya?
I would have to go with, Bennett was my first teammate, but the brotherhood, I think, in Ginebra, what we went through was more with Maki because what people don't know, his presence on the court, he was one of those protecting me also. Actually, Wilmer, Benny, they would protect me, especially when I'd go around picks, and they did that for me. Bennett and I kasi played in the same position. Naintindihan niyo? So, we were competing for that space. But Bennett is his heart makes him 6'3". That's what about Bennett. So, but in this case, because I played longer with Maki and the brotherhood through the championships that we went through and the hardships, I would choose Maki. And having said that, pag pumunta akong America, Maki, libre na ako.
Dapat. Jervis Cole or Chris King?
Better player, Chris King. Better brotherhood, Jervis. Jervis would communicate. Chris King grew up in the South. He wouldn't want to mingle. And that's why we didn't like him in the start. Chris King, we didn't like him. Yeah, we didn't like him. He replaced somebody that we were doing well. And then,
Tyrone Hopkins.
Hopkins, yeah. And Hopkins would bring, but we weren't winning. So when he was removed and Chris King came in, and Chris King would just nod his head like that, and then we saw how great he was. Then we all complimented each other but he would still just be silent to himself. Yung upbringing niya sa South na kasi just Southern player.
Yeah.
Great player.
Next. Sani Cabato or Manny Victorino?
Sani Cabs,
okay.
Sani Cabs has always been an older brother.
Okay. Si Manong. Okay, guarding Samboy or guarding Alvin? Guarding Samboy or guarding Alan kay Dick?
Mas mahirap?
Ikaw. Anong mas gusto mo?
Guarding Samboy.
You'd rather guard Samboy than guard Alan?
I did a better job in my career guarding Samboy. Alan kasi, si Coach Alan, kasama ko yan sa December 11. I hated him. He would just shoot the three-pointer from behind and left, hindi pa, and he was just a smart player. Samboy kasi, my quickness would stop his penetration easy layup. So I had a better chance.
Okay. Okay. Who's the more bitter rival of Ginebra, Shell or Alaska?
Bitter rival of Ginebra, Shell or Alaska? I think there was more animosity with Alaska. I think there was. Yeah.
And then
That
you
was
were still
more of the
and you were trying to impress Alaska the whole time.
Yeah, I wanted. And if they watch now, I go, Sir Fred, wait, thanks to wanted to play for your team.
Birthday niya
That
kahapon.
oh, but should I greet him? Happy birthday.
Oh, next tayo. Kabatu or File?
EJ kasi 1 year lang kami nagsama ni EJ eh.
Okay. So Sunny Caps pa rin.
So, it has to be Sunny Caps. He was my kuya eh. Si Sunny Caps, sinasabi niya sa akin, sumaksa ka lang. I'm protected, di ba? Pero I'm not, EJ is also, lovable guy. But I only played 1 year.
Commercial model na si EJ File ngayon.
Nga.
Yeah.
Rookie Noli Locsin or rookie Marlo Aquino?
Wow. Tay.
Okay. Vince Hizon or Nonoy Chwatiko?
Oh, I'll have to go with Nonoy because Nonoy and I had back-to-back champs and we had wars in yung mga dati meron pang UAAP nationals eh. So I have to say it's deep. It's deep. If Vince was compared with somebody else of his era, maybe I'd choose Vince, but it has to be Nonoy because we've gone through hell and back.
Okay. Next, Menk or Alvarado?
Menk.
Oh, matik yun.
Coach Rino Salazar or Coach Al Francis Chua?
Coach Rino Salazar. But I need to explain.
Okay.
Coach Al Francis Chua used to be my teammate. Coach Rino Salazar was never my teammate. Yeah, and that's the reason why. I respected Coach Al. Brilliant mind. We won so many games and he gave so many advice on what to do and how to beat our opponents. Galing. But because he was my teammate, I never put him in a level na coach. I put him as a teammate who was a coach with a brilliant mind. But as the coach, si Coach Rino kasi, what people don't know in my career, si Coach Rino, ang kinakausap ko, Coach, paano ko didepensahan to? Kasi defense ako eh. Paano ko didepensahan to? Ganyan. And he would give me instructions. Hindi ko sasayangin oras ni Jaworski for that. Kasi Coach Jaworski, Coach Jho is focused on the game. So I set aside, pati si Coach Philip. Pag wala si Coach Rino, si Philip naman ang kukulitin ko. Paano ko didepensahan yan? And they give me their advice. That's why iba yung trato sa akin ni Coach Rino. Hats off. Thank you po, Coach Rino and Coach Philip.
Okay, next. Next is Don Ontiveros or Jeff Carriazo?
Well,
yun na mahirap.
I don't like, Jeff Carriazo gave me a hard time when we played against each other. Pero medyo na-erase yun nung naging teammates kami because he learned na mabait naman pala ako. Because I had to stop him in every way possible and it was tough to do so. And Jeff was tough. And Don Ontiveros was mild-mannered and very nice. No? Having said that, I would like to choose Don Ontiveros, but because Jeff also made me a better player and Jeff has actually been helping me out with shoes. Kasi wala akong mahanap size 14, si Jeff ang nagbibigay sa akin. I will choose Jeff Carriazo. Thank you for the love. Don, mahal ko rin ikaw ha, pero much younger si Don.
Okay. Jeff, okay. So Carriazo, okay. Paras or Danny Francisco?
I'll go for Benji. Many did not believe Benji when he first entered. They thought he was just a strong guy. And me having, I remember I told you high school centro ako, siya bantay ko. Alam ni Benji yun. Siya bantay ko. So so Benji.
Okay. June Reyes or Olsen?
Danny.
June or Olsen?
June ang bumuhay sa akin eh. Okay. Nothing against Olsen, but Olsen took the cudgels nung hirap si galing, great player. June and I had the tandem and the controversies that went with it. But he actually made me.
Okay, Jet Nieto or Sep Canlas?
Tay.
Tay, okay.
Yun.
Coach Fritz Gaston or Coach Chris Kalilan?
Iba eh. Tay. Iba eh.
Tay.
Iba.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Kasi
different
yun yung back to
styles.
back, di ba? Okay. O Jawo
Yeah.
or Jolie pa?
I will. Jolly pa. Sorry. Jolly pa, ninong ko. And he started it out. But it was Jawo who till this day made me who I am. I go anywhere. It's Coach Jawo.
Okay, Coach Jawo. Okay, and then the last is this one. Please show the photo.
Naku.
Aiko, Carmina, or the one you held the hand
Alam mo
of?
na kung sino pipiliin niya, yung ka-holding hands na.
Malay natin. Baka na nakast lang sila eh. Baka hindi naman niya
Oo
tayo.
nga, sabagay.
Oh.
Got to be Rufa, man.
Got to be
Ayun.
Rufa, man. Okay. Rufa wins this one. Okay, that's X's or O's for episode 155. That's brought to us by Hinelaban Farms. Okay, next up is Noel Zarate for the...
Yes, and I will first look for what I'm supposed to say. Hold on. Okay. Saan na yun? So my segment is tinatawag dito Seryosong Tanong. At saan na yun? Seryosong Tanong brought to us by Seryoso Chili Garlic, delicious, aromatic, and crispy chili garlic bits in pure coconut oil made with natural, locally sourced ingredients, no preservatives, no artificial flavorings, and no salt. Ito ang chili garlic na seryoso manghang at kaya kang ipaglaban di gaya ng ex mo. Yon. Look at that. That's the Christmas packaging right there. So, ang aking seryoso tanong, Charlie and I were having this. I think I'll go to the second one, Charlie, because I think it bears more weight based on the conversation na pinag-usapan natin dito. Jayvee Gayoso, how do you want to be remembered?
Well, definitely I don't want to be remembered as simply the player of Ginebra. I want that question, when it was first asked to me before, what came into my mind was not what people would think of me and what people would remember me for, but what was more important was how my kids would remember me. And answering that questions with my kids in mind, I want them to remember me as one who tried tried to make do with the circumstances I faced. And I want people to remember me as somebody who struggled to survive through all the fears. The experience I had sa Ateneo after the fiasco there, I developed a lot of fears. I developed a lot of phobia. What people don't know, takot ako sa maraming tao, even in Ginebra. And that's why I would do my silent prayers before entering a crowd. And then I shut them off. And people accuse me of being suplado. What they don't realize is I have that fear. I'm afraid of negativity because of what happened to me. And all that, I want my kids to remember me and other people, if they choose to do so, that I struggled and went through the fight and I slowly survived. And despite everything, I was able to reach out and help or assist, not help, assist a lot of athletes by giving them college scholarships. I needed to give back to make me happy. And so that's why I invited a lot of my former players to watch tonight, and those who know me, and those who I teach. I used to teach yung teaching ko sa basketball. I invited them to watch so that they would understand. I make an effort. I take steps every day, not to fulfill my happiness, but reaching out to others, because reaching out to others gives me the happiness that I've longed for. Just giving back. I don't know if I answered your question, Noel. I hope I did, and I hope people get a glimpse of what I tried to share right now. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Jayvee. That is my Seryosong Tanong, brought to us by Seryoso Chili Garlic. Sid?
Okay, my segment, JV, mabilis lang naman to, ano. If you had a chance to have dinner with a basketball player, living or dead, past or present, who would it be and why? Pwedeng foreigner,
I would.
pwedeng Pilipino, pwedeng kahit na ano.
Oh, I would have. I would choose sitting with Coach Jho.
Okay.
Coach, and I'm pretty sure that most of the Ginebra players I played with would choose the same thing because without me being associated with Coach, I wouldn't get this the blessings that I get, wherever I go, I'm recognized. They say Ginebra. They should stop saying Ginebra. I'm recognized as one of Jaworski's players. Not against Ginebra. I'm not nothing to do with that. But I know it's by association with the living legend, Sonny Jaworski. So I would like to sit down with him once again. The times when he was still healthy and strong and and could verbally chat. I miss making him smile. And he's at the stage of his life that he needs to smile again. And I want the fans just to pray for him. Dodot's brother and Brian as well. Ryan is watching, and I love this guy. And we talk about his dad. He shows me videos of his dad. So I cannot choose anyone else in this lifetime. But to sit again, have decent, healthy food with Joe, and maybe have a few laughs and let him talk and let him share his stories once again, and just to listen to that. Because his stories, I'm sitting there by his side because I know what he went through. I've been there with him for a long time. So that's the person. Sid, your question, I'll never talk to you again.
I'm sorry for putting you on the spot like that, JV. But that was a great answer. That was a great
Thank you.
Thank you. Galing, galing.
Yeah.
That's him.
Galing, Buddha
That's
James.
it.
Ayop. So okay, before we go finally, let's go to Hello Porky. This is the Batian portion, James, I was telling you about.
May
This
listahan
is
yan.
the time. Yeah, this is the time for you to think, acknowledge, say sorry, whatever. If you want to just mention, shout out to anybody, now's the time, partner.
Okay. Yeah. Let me explain to the viewers. They asked me to give a thank you or whatever. I chose na lang. For me, the most important thing is this chance to apologize. To my apologies, my sincere apologies to Bobby Encarnado. Nino, pasensya na po. I wanted to stick it out with Santa Lucia. You did so many great things for me. My apologies for not being there for you. Boss Bongtan, I was misled into thinking that you were the bad person. Then I realized, nicest person ever. Even through the trials we went through, you still greeted me during MPBL games. Boss Bongtan, my apologies, the late Boss Bongtan. Noli Locsin. Noli Locsin was a very kind-hearted person, and I truly feel he was so kind that he allowed me to, drink every night after practice. This went on for years. After practice, I lived in Alabang. Our practice is in Green Meadows, and I would drink in his house. He allowed me to do that for me. I was an instigator of ruining your career by making you drink with me. I apologize to you. Dodot Jaworski and Mikey, Vice Mayor Dodot and Mikey and the family, you've been there fully supporting me, but during COVID, I shied away. I needed to work and go out of town everywhere. I didn't want to bring COVID to your home. My apologies. Sir Alex Cruz of Rizal Golden Coolers and Sir Jaime Lim, my apologies to you. George Gallen, heartfelt sorry. My brother, since high school, Alabang days, we would play. And then the friendship just ended. My bad. Apologies to you, bro. Coach Derek Pumare, best coach ever. I learned so much. I never got to play for you. But he never knew and understood why I went back to Ateneo. I'm not getting into that. Coach Derek Pumaran, my apologies. And it would be, I would appreciate it, no, one day just to get a chance again to sit by your side. Because I'm the best example you have as a person who came from your tutelage. Thank you po. I apologize to Alex Araneta, Kerwin Lowe, Blo Dizon, S. Burnso, RDD Makuha, Ruel Bayani, and all the other dormers that I never lived up to the hype of being your friend, but you're always there. The gift you gave me on my 21st birthday is still here. Dalawa kamay yun eh. Sayang, nakalimutan ko dalhin dito. And it said prayer is the key. I never listened till the latter part. So to you guys, hats off and my apologies. Kay Governor John Vic Remulla, my apologies. He has helped me out. And he has allowed me to teach in Cavite. My apologies, Governor John Vic. I hope we can talk and meet again. Coach Jolipa, ninong ko. Coach Jolipa did so much for me. If only I was wise enough to listen. Kanina I was asked about Jolipa or the choices. Coach Jolipa kasi made me understand this. But the basketball, Coach Joe. My apologies, Coach Jolipa. Dr. Fe Medina of Lyceum. My apologies. The headaches I brought sa Lyceum School in Batangas. What we did was amazing. My apologies po. Eileen Sandea's friend and my sister, my dude, my best friend talaga in Ateneo growing up. My apologies. Love you. The Ginebra fans of the old, yung Ginebra fans yung time namin. Sorry, I did not represent you well. My apologies to you. Marami nang wala dito. And Alan Espiritu, yung aking sekretarya sa Jayvee Gayoso Fans Club, recently passed away noong November 22. Never got to see you again. Salamat po sa inyo. Sa suporta nyo. Sorry, I could not give back. To the Ocampo family, my apologies to you. The burdens. To my brothers and my sisters and my dad, and my apologies to you. Though we never grew up close, and I had my own way because of the struggles I went through. I chose a different path. My apologies. To my mom who lives here. I know I'm your constant hell. But I only mean well and I just don't show it the right way. Thank you, Ma, for everything. I love you, Ma. My apologies for the headaches. To Sabrina, Harvey, Isabella, and Jaden, and their mom. Things didn't work out. To my 4 kids, sorry I couldn't give you everything you guys deserve. You're beautiful kids. You gave me nothing but greatness and happiness, and I'm so proud of all of you. And I fall short of being the father I wanted to be for you. Annalisa Payawan, my apologies. I have no time right now. I'm just focused on work. Thank you for being there for me always, Annalisa Payawan. God bless you. Hoping to see you soon. And lastly, to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. As a player in Ginebra, I never had a God. As an artista, and was able to do several movies, kiss the most beautiful woman in the world, I had no God. And in everything that I got involved with till 2016, I had no God. But it was only after 2016 and I started reading and educating myself in the life of the Lord that I realized He was always there beside me. And I apologize, Lord Jesus, for not knowing that you were there. So I made a lot of choices that just ruined my life and the life of my family. And I ruined the life of many of other people I touched. Nalagpasan ko pala ang mga Lyceum basketball women ko. My apologies to you. Sa lahat ng mga dumaan sa akin, 7 years kaming champion sa Lyceum in 9 years. Yun ang pagkaalam ko. You went through hell. At sa lahat ng mga pinatrain ko sa Lyceum as a sports director, you went through hell. My motivation, hindi mawala ang scholarship nyo. Because once you lose, once you fail, scholarship is out. So yung naranasan nyo, I apologize na pinahirapan ko kayo. Pero pag maulit yung time na yun, uulitin ko rin. Siningit ko yun. People might say, but hinuli mo yun? Nakalimutan ko lang nalaktawan. Pero kailangan ko isingit because they were the ones who gave me a feeling of being with my kids when I was living in Batangas and my kids were here. I did not grow up seeing my kids, grow old. So that's a sad thing. Dapat ang huli talaga doon si Lord and then my kids. Having said that, lastly, I apologize to the 3 hosts ng show na to. Because I don't know where your show's gonna go after this. Good luck na lang.
Probably gonna keep going up. Hopefully, keep going up because of your sharing, James. James, maraming salamat. I know you poured your heart out here. It wasn't easy for you, pero we thank you for that, partner. For sharing with us.
Yes,
for opening up your heart to the AEOB crowd. It's amazing. I told you it's gonna be a blockbuster episode, guys. I think we got it. But before we go, of course, we'd like to thank Jayvee, but we thank also our sponsors, our usual bunch, San Miguel Beer and Globally Ballin and the Serioso Chili Garlic and all of that. We thank PBA Archives and PH Sports Bureau. We're part of the Globally Ballin Network, siyempre. So, lahat ng kasama natin dito, San Miguel, talaga, salamat. Mga birthdays na mga kapamilya natin sa AEOB in the past week. Happy birthday to Fred Uitengsu, Dindo Pumaren, Coach Freddie Webb, Vince Hizon today, Dean Tolson today, Nilo Cruz today, kapon si Coach Freddie yata, Dindo the day before, Fred Uitengsu the day before that. So, more birthdays. Happy birthday to all of you. And James, maraming salamat. We went into overtime. We were talking about overtime, double overtime. We were in the double overtime already sa araw na ito. So, we need to sign off.
Si Noel.
Yeah, we need to sign off.
Why double overtime yung Gayoso?
Mga kasamahan ko, Sid Ventura, and then Noel Zarate, and of course, Jayvee Gayoso. Pare, salamat, Jayvee. Pare, thanks so much. I'm Charlie Cuna, saying thank you so much for joining us on episode 155.
That's it.
And it's in the books.
Taka lang, may konting lang. May message lang si Claudia. Pero
okay.
Anyway,
sorry, I'm not looking at the chat.
Yeah, there's a problem with the last commercial. Okay, there's a problem with the OBB. We usually close with this OBB. So buti na lang, we always have a backup on the show. So I guess we're gonna have to go to the backup now, Claudia. Sige, go ahead, play it.
Yeah.
Hi Charlie, I just want to greet you a happy 50th birthday. Welcome to the club. Enjoy your day and God bless you more. Happy birthday, Golden Boy.
Happy 50th birthday, Charlie. I wish you all the best. See you at the games.
Happy birthday, Charlie. God bless you more. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Attorney Charlie Cuna. Enjoy your day. Cheers. All the best.
Hey, this is Darren Quinn. I was a former player for Ayeho Rum. You can see that on this side, and Pure Food Hot Dogs. Just wanted to record this so I can give a special shout out and happy birthday to Charlie. Charlie, wish you all the best and wish you many more birthdays. From the U.S., Darren Quinn. You take care. Bye-bye.
Charlie, Andy Fields here. I hear it's your birthday, your 50th birthday coming up. Well, I just want to wish you happy birthday and have plenty more. I'll even sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlie. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wow.
Many wishes. And like I said, continue to be blessed. Amen. Bye-bye.
Hey, Charlie, this is Sean Chambers, Mr. 100% from Alaska Aces. Just want to wish you a very, very happy birthday. Continue to do all you do for Philippine sports and all the great things that you have done in the past. Keep it rocking, brother. But have a wonderful birthday. Happy 50th, and enjoy your day.
Happy 50th birthday. I wish you all the best sa health mo, sa career mo, sa family, at sa mga future endeavors mo. Enjoy life. Sana magkita pa tayo muli.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlie. Happy birthday. Okay, good night. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Charlie. Wishing you good health. More birthday to come. Sana maging tuloy-tuloy pa yung interview ng basketball para matulungan ka, marami kang matulungan sa mga dating PBA players. Enjoy your special day.
Happy birthday, Mr. Attorney Charlie Cuna, an eternity of basketball.
Happy birthday to you, Mr. Charlie. Keep up the good work and God bless.
Hi, Charlie. Happy birthday. Wish you all the best. Stay safe and healthy. God bless.
Hi, Attorney. Happy 50th birthday. Hindi naman halata eh. Parang 49 years old lang. Wishing you the best of everything, Attorney. And more power to your program. Kasama mo si G, saka si Noel. At marami kayong nabigay na magandang informasyon, lalo na sa mga younger generation. Yung mga formasyon na matagal na mga superstars, basketball players. So, yung mga younger generation, hindi pa nila alam yun. Anyway, Attorney, again, wishing you more money to come, and of course, good health and lengthy life. Again, Attorney, happy birthday and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
Hello, Attorney Charlie Cuna. Happy 50th birthday to you. God bless you and cheers.
Hi, hello. Happy birthday to Attorney Charlie. First time kita nakita sa reunion ng mga players sa Vikings. And napakagwapo mo pala sa personal. You're one of the best commentators sa PBA and host of an eternity of basketball. Kung natutuwa kayo na nagiging guest nyo kami dun sa inyong programa, lalo kami natutuwa, lalo na yung mga pamilya namin. At nakikita kami na alala kami, mga dating players. And on your birthday, I wish you more years in your life and more life in your years. Thanks. Happy birthday ulit, Attorney Charlie.
Charlito, happy birthday to you. How are you doing, mate? Enjoy your day, brother, and all the best to you. And celebrate with your loved ones, family, and friends. And brother, next year, I will see you for the FIBA games. Take it easy, bro. I love you, brother. Take it easy, bro. See ya.
Happy birthday to you.
Pangalawa ng kumanta yan, ah. Ayos, ah.
Happy birthday, Attorney Charlie Cuna. Pwede ba Charlie lang itawag ko sa'yo? Kasi pag bumabanggit ako ng attorney, para ako may kaso na naman eh. Kaya ganun, hindi ako mapalagay. Anyway, wala na akong masasabi sa'yo. Charlie, successful ka na. Bro mo, gwapo. abogado, mabait, malawak ang pangunawa. Yung mabait at saka yung malawak na pangunawa, napatunayan ko yan dahil pumayag yung maging ninong sa kasal ni Jolly. Sabi ko nga, malawak talaga ang pag-iisip nito. Biro lang. Charlie, enjoy your 50th birthday at more blessing, Padre. Kaya ganon. Wala na akong masabi. At yun lang. Happy birthday, Padre. Bye.
Hey, Golden Boy.
Ayan na.
Happy birthday, Charlie, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Might not be able to make it, pero dapat magkita tayo soon. Again, enjoy, more power to you, and God bless you. See you.
Hey, Charlie, Freddie Webb here.
Naku, putsa.
Do you know that Jay Mercado and their gang at the AEOB has told me to send you a birthday greeting via video? And of course I said, why not? But Jay Mercado has told me that if you were to text me and asking for a birthday greetings, there are only two things that I'm going to do. One, say yes, but not send the birthday greetings, or huwag ka daw pansinin, dead man na lang daw ako sa iyo, di ba? Iniisip ko naman, baka naman magalit sa akin si Charlie, no? Sabi kong ganyan, baka, abogado yun, demanda pa ako niya, no? So sabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi. Sabi kong ganyan, gagawin ko na lamang ang dapat kong gawin. That's why I'm here to greet you. Hey, Charlie, life is a ball. You know, you have to enjoy every minute of it. Not only on your birthday, but every minute of the life that you have. So that you can taste the sweetness of happiness. Happiness is what we all seek. And being your birthday today, let me leave you with a study done by, I don't even know who. He said, studies have been made that people who live longer are those people that celebrate more birthdays. Of course, it's a joke. Hey, Charlie, have a good one. Drink as much as you can. Eat as much as you can, but tomorrow, I hope you feel better because you just celebrated and now you're 1 year older. Bye-bye.
Charlie Cuna, happy birthday sa'yo. Sana ay magkaroon ka pa ng maraming kaarawan para makapag-cover ka pa ng maraming PBA games. Again, Leo Isaac, bumabati sa'yo. Charlie Cuna, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Attorney Charlie. Maraming salamat sa maraming kawang pagsaservisyo sa ating mga kababayan sa maraming mga paraan. And on your special day, I wish you a very happy birthday. God bless you more. Good health, prosperity, and all of your heart's wishes. Sana maligaya ang iyong karawan at sana mas marami kang mapaligaya hindi lang sa iyong karawan kundi moving forward. Happy birthday, Attorney. Thank you.
Mr. Charlie Cuna, happy birthday. Alam mo, idol kita. Bata pa lang ako, pinapanood na kita. Kaya lang sorry, hindi makakapunta dyan at busy rin. May mga racket ngayon. Pero anyway, kung ano man yung blowout mo dyan, padala mo na lang sa amin. So yun lang. Happy birthday ulit.
Norman here. On behalf of the Morocco Boats and myself, just wanted to wish you a very happy 50th birthday. And thank you for making us all look good in the PBA. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday.
Gyo po ng Rain or Shine Elasto Painters at take advantage ko po yung pagkakataon para batiin ang ating kaibigan si Attorney Charlie ng happy 50th birthday. Salamat sa lahat ng excitement and color that you bring to the PBA coverages. Tuwan-tuwa mga fans sa'yo. Mabuhay ka, Attorney Charlie.
Hey Charlie, happy birthday, man.
Wow, half a century. That's something. I don't even remember my 50th birthday, but good news is you're catching up. So all the best. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great year, and we'll see you at the games. All the best.
Happy 50th birthday, Charlie. You've got an eternity of basketball left. This is Kinito wishing you all the best. Regards to your mom and dad, and also regards from La Salle, UAAP champions. Maybe soon.
Hey, nandito kami ni Dr. J para batiin ka, Attorney Charlie, and kayo matagal kayo nagsama, Dr. J, ni Attorney.
Yeah, it's been good, maybe at least almost 10 years of being working with Charlie. And I've come to respect him. I've worked with some of the best, including my partner here, Compadre said. And I didn't know that in 2015, Charlie was only 43 years old. Yung pala ngayon, 50 ka na, Charlie. Golden year na, batang-bata ka pa rin. Many more good years to come and a lot of success in life.
Yes, happy birthday,
Happy
Attorney.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome. Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
Grabe. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat,
Jayvee,
James. Sorry, James. You have to
Pinatambay
sit
pa
through all
natin si
of that.
Jayvee.
Sorry, Claude. Thank you so much. Jay Mercado,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Grabe, nakakataba ng puso. Pagdasal nyo po ako sana, lahat ng mga nanonood, mga bros, please pray for me. It's my 50th na tomorrow, the 26th. So, hey, thanks for everything. And we hope to see you next week. We'll announce who our next guest is going to be as soon as we can on our Facebook page. At tabayanan nyo po yan. Maraming salamat sa mga greetings ng mga followers.
Jayvee, bago gusto mo maghabol ng greeting.
Oh,
Kay Charlie.
humabol ka na, Jayvee.
Well, ako lang is ang regalo ko para sa inyo, Charlie, at damay na rin si Noel and Sid, no? The blessings for your show that they continue. I'm really speechless seeing everybody that they showed on video now. It makes me look younger compared to them, so I'm really happy for that. Talagang working with kids make me look young, and I just say, Charlie, it's been a pleasure, and I hope 10 years from now you invite me again to do your show. 10 years from now, we celebrate the 60th. Yeah.
Salamat. Thanks to everyone. Thanks, Claude. Salamat ka. Please send me a copy of that. I need a copy of that.
Of course, we will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maraming
Claudia.
salamat. Super triple overtime na tayo, guys. Quadruple pa nga. So,
Yeah.
that's episode 155. It's now in the book.
Really
So
good.
you guys are amazing. To my AEOB family, maraming salamat sa inyo, James. Bye-bye. God bless
Sure.
you all. See you next
God
week,
bless.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Salamat din,
Bye-bye.
JB. Happy birthday, attorney.
Thank you.
Salamat, guys.
Thank you.